I said before, I believe in our team. I do believe in our team. And we're going to work hard to make our team better. And I hope the players respond the right way. And it's not going to be for you. The fans, yes. Because if it was up to you, we're 6 foot under already. We're dead and buried and gone. Gone. And just because you got beat on the last play, that can't affect the next play. Or that's breaking you. Your frustration is breaking you. Just because you miss a block, or you get blocked, or you miss a tackle, or you fumble the ball. What does it take to break you?
Everything you put into it is right out in front of you. Let's go get this thing. Keep it going. So we can do it. So we can do it. Be better. Let's go.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Come on, come on, come on. Big thing. Roll Tide. DSGB 84. What's up, bro? Man, we appreciate them. Congratulations. I appreciate it, bro. I really do. We all appreciate it. Yes, we do. We appreciate it, DSGB 84. But, bro, you know you ain't who we after. You know you ain't who we after. Brock, Roll Tide brother, Stephen Hicks. What are the voices saying today, Stephen Hicks? Roll Tide, Jeff Stapleton. What's up? That's it. I know that 2 times. What did we tell you, brother? 2 times. But you ain't who I'm after either. Nope. You're not who I'm after 2 times. You talked your smack. You did. You talked your smack. But I'm going to tell you what. 2 times. Thank you, bro. You know, the 2 time has arrived. But you are not who I'm after. Nope. Bino, what's up to the GM? What's up? Did somebody say KT here? KT. What's up? What the business is? You know. What's up, Patricia Purdue? Roll Tide. Nick Harden. Roll Tide. Nick, did you make some noise in the place? Did you make some noise up in there? Nick Harden, everybody, Roll Tide, bro. Yeah. Come on through. Come on in. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, I know it, KT. Oh, they on Twitter crying. Hey, they not crying a river. They crying a whole ocean. They crying, man. They crying. I'm waiting on some folks. I'm waiting on some folks to come through. I hope they see it. But let me tell you something. First of all, happy Sunday to you. I hope, for those that went to church today, I hope you went there and got your praise on, got your worship on. What's up, Jonathan? What's up with you? Man, let me tell you something. Man, I'm happier than the rooster in the hen house. I'm telling you now. Oh, let me tell you what. Ooh, KT. Look, let me tell you something. 2-time DSGB 84. Let me tell you something. I salute y'all. It's one thing for you to talk smack. But it's another thing when you're disrespectful with the smack and then you turn around and get your end kicked and everything. Now, I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to put it to you like this. For those Georgia fans, no. I don't want to talk about them yet. No. Since this is my show, I'm going to start this where I want to. Stephen Hicks, the No Mercy crew, I need y'all front and doggone center. Because, see, Piano Man is going to be part of the No Mercy crew right here and right now. Now, let me tell you who I ain't going to have no mercy on. I'm not going to have no mercy on no Bama fan who doubted the Tide all the way up until this point. If you wavered any kind of way, I got a problem with you. I got a problem with you. Yes, I do. Because those of us who was there for that first game, we saw what happened with Alabama. But guess what? We didn't put our team down. Yeah, we said some things, but it was for the criticism. It was constructive criticism, and we want our team to do better. Okay, come on, Jonathan. Come on, Jonathan. I got you. Come on, Jonathan, because I don't want this party to be by myself. I don't want this to be by myself. But let me tell you something. I'm going after these Tide fans starting before because there you go, Jonathan. There it is, right there, player. I ain't studying these. You know, come on, Brock. There it is. I ain't studying these Georgia fans, and I'm not. And listen, what's up there, Chapman family? And I'm not thinking about these Tide fans. Hey, Gwen, roll Tide. And I'm not thinking about. And when I say that, I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. The Tide fans, the Georgia fans who have stood by their team, the good, the bad, the ugly. I ain't talking to you. I'm talking to these Tide fans, and I'm talking to these Georgia fans. What's up, Brock? What the business is, Brock?
What's up,
Brock?
What's
what up, Brock?
Man,
Brock?
man. Hey.
Come on, Brock. Talk to the player. Talk to the piano man. Tell me what's on your mind.
That Tide right there I seen last night. If you ain't bringing your best, you ain't messing with the Tide. I promise you. That was a different Alabama team last night, bro. And bro, Ty Simpson, bro. Oh my God, this dude is incredible. He is off the charts, man.
That's it,
just
bro.
The accuracy. Just the accuracy that he put, man, in the touch on that ball. Ryan Williams got to catch that, man. Oh my God. That was incredible, man. I can't. And our defense, as much as we give our defense hell, right? Like they stepped up, man, in critical moments. They stepped up. And they answered the bell, bro. Like you just gotta give them credit. And LT Overton, I've been hard on this man. I said, LT, you gotta make some plays, man, for Alabama. We gotta make some plays on defense, y'all. Like, and I knew it was gonna come down to that because Georgia is not gonna quit, bro. They're the old Alabama, like on defense. That defense don't quit, bro. Now they didn't get a lot of pressure up front. Their D line is kind of iffy, but after the first half, Kirby did slow our offense down. He did find a way, and he is incredible when it comes to that. The X's and O's and the halftime adjustments.
Right.
But it didn't matter because of Alabama's. Even though we do have to work on that run defense. That is ferocious.
Well,
I don't like that at all.
Well,
and
I hear you.
In the 3-down lineman stuff, I don't like it, man. Every time, even KB, because I watched KB all day yesterday while I'm watching the game on my phone. And I was just sitting there, and KB said, here we go with that 3-down lineman. Every time they got chunk yardage off of that, man. It's like they killed us when we went down with 3 linemen. So, but all in all, man, Alabama just, on offense, man, we just look unstoppable. Like, and we got so many guys. Ryan Williams ain't the X factor right no more. It's Jeremy Bernard, buddy. And it's also Lottie Brooks. Did y'all see Lottie Brooks?
Lottie made it happen.
Let's be honest. Lottie Brooks is coming along. Ryan Williams better get his junk together, bro. Because Lottie Brooks ain't playing around, dude. I'm just telling you. Ryan Williams now I give Ryan this. After he dropped that ball, I don't know if they talked to him on that sideline, but he got his junk together. Because he caught every other pass. And he made some plays. But
man.
And then Caleb Edwards came in the game and made a big catch for us. I mean, we had some guys stepping up. Freshmen. Oh, I'm excited, man. I'm gonna let
There's Jonathan. What's
yeah,
up,
Jonathan? Go ahead, Jonathan.
What's going on,
Hear what
fellas?
Jonathan.
Man, it is a great day to be a Tide fan. 10 out of the last 11. It's proven now Georgia doesn't have a Saban problem. They just got a damn Alabama problem at the end of the day. That's what it comes down to. But guys, I think for the first time this year, I think I understand why we won this game. I think Alabama finally understands who they are and they're playing to that. If you go back and watch the Georgia-Tennessee game, if you go back and watch it, Tennessee lost because they gave into Georgia tendencies, right? So they tried to outmaneuver somebody that is one of the greatest at second half adjustments. We know Saban was known for that. And obviously Kirby is known for that, right? Passing that along or whatever you want to call that. And I feel like, and I understand your frustration, Brock, 100% on allowing our our run defense does not look good. The run fits don't work. Deontay Lawson, Hill Green, those guys, Justin Jefferson especially, gets completely blocked out of plays. It completely misses the gaps. I mean,
he's too small for me, bro. I think he's a little undersized. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm glad you said that because I feel the exact same way. Like, and Deontay Lawson, he's not a first or second or even third year guy. Like, this is a guy that's been there a very long time. But I think because Kane Womack understands what we have in that defense, we're going to have to live and die by one thing. We're going to do a 3 or 4 down lineman, and even the 4 down linemen, our guys aren't 350 pounds guys anymore, right? Those Quentin Williams, those guys are gone, right? So here's what we have. How can we utilize it? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to let you run the ball, but we're not going to let you pass the ball. So we're going to wait until you make a mistake, a la fumbling the ball, throwing an interception. Can you be patient enough, for example, to throw for 130 yards and consistently run the ball? Because what did Georgia do towards the end of that game last night? They got impatient. When they were running the ball consistently in that third quarter, in the beginning of the fourth, they started to go back to being pass happy. And that's when they got to 3 out, kicked the ball back to us, and we drove down. I believe it was that one, and scored. Not scored, but drove down and flipped the field. There we go. And I feel like that was the first time where I'm like, okay, we understand who we are, and this is how we're going to play the ball. We're going to play that Ty Simpson will beat Gunnar Stockton in that moment, right? And I feel like that's what the game just came down to. Alabama was not going to bend off of that. We weren't going to adjust off of that. And I think it's a good thing. And the reason why I say that is because I don't feel like we have the guys big enough and maybe not talented enough in the middle of that defense, a la linebackers, to make those adjustments anymore. Because the Dante Hightower, CJ Mosley's, Rolando McClain's, all those guys were adjusting throughout the year. These guys don't adjust.
Yeah,
right?
They don't.
And I think we're just rolling with what we have at this point until we bring in the Xavier Griffins, right? And the linebackers that I'm not saying who we have. They don't have a high football IQ. I'm just saying they were brought into a system that was not a 4-2-5, right? Yeah. And now they're learning a whole brand new system. And we're kind of working with what we got until we bring in the style of Kane Womack's defense. That's why I'm trying not to be so damn harsh on Kane Womack, because you got to give the guys some time to get his guys in there to play his style of defense.
That's what, and I'm harsh on Womack because I see us getting gashed, man. I'm like, God dang, like Chauncey Bowens, he's a hell of a back, but dang, man, he just sitting there taking he just running through us like a stripper. I mean, come on, man.
You are 1,000% right. And Kirby Smart, God bless his soul, put the one running back that cannot break tackles in that backfield on that 4th and 1, and that's Cash. And that's what drove Georgia fans up the wall when I was talking to them last night. They're like, out of all the people, you had Bowens sitting there killing it all night, and you bring the one dude in here that has not produced for us all year in the backfield on a critical 4th and 1.
Georgia fans that reacted to the game, because I watch all the Georgia fans' reactions. Yeah. And they were, oh my God, they said, Kirby, you are Alabama's bitch. They was like, man, you cannot be Alabama. You might as well just go back to Alabama. Some of them said. I'm like, dang, y'all just really that mad? I mean,
yeah. I'm gonna say this though. about something that Jonathan said, and let me go back to you hit both you and Brock hit some key statements there, but it's something Jonathan just said when they brought, what's his name in, Case? When they brought Case in.
Cash is his name.
Cash Jones.
They brought him in. When they brought Cash Jones in, I'm gonna tell you why that happened. They were not, they thought that they would catch Alabama slipping right there and everything. And when LT Overton filled that lane, all he had to do was trip him up a little. That was all she wrote.
But you know who was right behind them? And I ain't trying to interrupt you, Piano Man. Deontay Lawson. He was right there to back him up.
Sam was also screaming down.
That boy didn't have a chance.
He wasn't going anywhere.
No.
And that play had blown up from the start. But Jonathan and Brock, let me ask you something. Let me ask you this. And this is just not even a hypothetical question. This is just a specific question. And for those that's in the chat, if you want to put your answer in the chat, go ahead. But here we go. Jonathan, Brock, I'm going to start with Jonathan first. At what point did you see Georgia check out?
In my opinion, I don't think it was the checkout, but it was the most pivotal drive in the game to me was right before halftime when we drove down and scored that touchdown with like 2.5 minutes. I was like, oh, that – because Georgia was playing to go into halftime at that point, and you could tell. And it was like in Alabama, we're like, oh, well, maybe we'll get in field goal range. We drove like what? Like 75, 80 yards in 2.5 minutes and scored. Like I was like, oh, shit, like that's pivotal because Georgia did that to Oklahoma in the playoffs just a couple of years ago when Oklahoma got conservative. So it's like you didn't learn from what you literally used against Oklahoma. You know what I mean? So, but that to me was back-breaking to Georgia.
I hear you. Brock, what about you, bro?
You know, this is a really hard, tough question, but I think right on that last I think it was the last drive before that big third down, and I think it was I can't remember exactly. I'll say this though. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a big homer when I say this, but I think when they saw what Ty Simpson, what he was doing out there, just carving them up, I think they gave up then, man. I really do. Yeah. Like that defense, man, they did not even touch Ty Simpson. They didn't touch him. But I'll say this. They never gave up, but you could tell they knew that they couldn't do nothing. They couldn't stop it. They just knew that they were defeated. And I liked it. Because they didn't have a doggone chance with Ty Simpson out there at the helm. So I
got you.
That's just my opinion.
Y'all want to hear? Y'all want to know what Piano Man saw? This when I saw, and it's something so insignificant. What's up, Jedi? Good to see you, and all of y'all that's in the chat. Let me tell y'all, it was something so insignificant, but yet it was sort of important. And I thought one of y'all would have brought it up. When I knew that, let me see, how can I put it? When I knew that Georgia had really kind of checked out or it demoralized them is when Caden Proctor caught that pass on them and ran slap over the dirt, ran over that linebacker, and then turned around and had a little foot movement with it, and they didn't bring him down. I said, Georgia is toast. I said, this has messed with them mentally. The mental part of the game began to come out because they were so keen on trying to stop Germ, Ryan, Zaya at that point until nobody accounted for Caden Proctor. And then they never thought, Jonathan, Brock, that Bama would go to him. They really thought he was a decoy. Yeah. They literally thought.
But let me say this. But let me say this about Alabama's offense. It's either you pick your doggone choice, right? You gonna either try to stop Jeremy Bernard, or you gonna leave Ryan open, you gonna have to sacrifice something because you're not gonna cover all our guys. We got a deep receiver room, man. And the thing is, Jalen Hale is another guy. He didn't even play in this game. He is a highly touted guy. And I don't know, if they said he's sick or something, right? But I'm just saying, Alabama's receiver room is no joke this year. And I'm not saying we know doggone the rideouts or nothing, but hey, I'm telling you now, this receiver room is dangerous.
Yeah, and to Nick's point, Isaiah Horton, I mean,
he looks good, dude. He was a big
runner.
pickup. Yep.
So
big pickup.
Yeah, there's a lot to take away from this game, but man, to me too, it's almost like Bray Hubbard took week 1 against Florida State and he listened to all that noise.
Boy, he was on fire. He was on fire,
bro. All over.
Bray Hubbard should have been arrested.
I'll tell y'all when
you did what I said, bro.
Shit out of that running back.
Yeah,
that's what I'm gonna tell y'all. That's when they were they were defeated, because I saw that Georgia running back. He walked off the field like, oh, junk. Here comes Alabama again, just like last year. I'm telling you, those boys were defeated. That when they saw Alabama coming with that doggone energy and that mindset, like, bro, when I seen Dan Miller come out that doggone tunnel out onto the field, did y'all not see that clip they put on YouTube, Twitter of him? He looked like he was dialed in, man. And Ty Simpson, when they showed him before he snapped the ball, and I'm sitting there listening to doggone Kurt Herbstreit brag all about Ty Simpson. Talking about, man, his ball placement, man, this guy is incredible, he said. And you know what? Like, Ty Simpson was so locked in, man. He was like, his eyes were so big. Like, he was just locked. Like, he knew that he was going to rip that junk apart.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. I'm going back to Bray Hubbard. Bray, you see what Jones said, Bray Hubbard is a thug. Yep. I just said Bray Hubbard needed to be arrested last night. He should have been arrested. He should have been arrested for assault and battery. When he hit that dude and that dude up that ball, that was all shit.
Hey, he airlifted his ass. He airlifted his ass off the ground. He hit it.
I'm just saying, man. It was like, come on now, like really, like Bray. And I mean, he was hitting them dudes like from back in the day hitting. That's my kind of hitting. But I'm gonna say this. I'm so glad we won. I'm really glad that we won the game. But if y'all look in my up right up under in my box here, and you look up under my name, Piano Man, you're gonna see a little word up under there, and it's called revenge. Revenge.
And that's next week. Yeah.
That's the word of the week. Revenge. Mm-hmm. Let the revenge tour start now. Because here on out, we got to get back at some folks. We got to get back at some folks.
Vandy, bring your ass. Vandy, bring your Pavier team ass to Tuscaloosa. Because I promise you, you ain't gonna do much. Not this year. I'm calling. We gonna whoop they behind. We're not letting off this year, y'all. I don't believe it. I just don't see it, man. I listened to the board's press conference. They asked him, like, what had this team so motivated? What had them going? Like, what drove them last night? You know what I'm saying? And he said just that they have an edge about them now. He said that they have an edge, and it's just because of what happened in week 1. You know, we were embarrassed. We were embarrassed. Everybody had Alabama winning that game, and we got totally embarrassed. And everybody was talking about how Bama's just they're nothing anymore. You know what I'm saying? They can't beat unranked teams. They can't do this. They can't do that. Well, turns out they can beat the best of the best.
And they just did.
So, yeah, you doggone right, Jeff. Go ahead, Jeff. I want to hear what Jeff got to say.
I'm happy. I was sitting there watching the game last night and going, because as soon as Jam got the ball, and I'm like, this is it. This is the game-winning touch. This is the game, not touchdown, but this is the game winner right here. And they did it, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's over.
And I don't want to hear nothing about these Georgia fans talking about, oh, if that number 11 would have caught that touchdown.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, you could say that, but you need to also reverse it on Alabama and say if Alabama Ryan Williams would have caught that touchdown earlier in the game, you would have still been down by 3 points. Georgia fans.
Well, you know what? Jonathan and Brock and Jeff, from where I'm from, if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, and I don't drink. I stopped, you know, and I stopped. But anyway, if was a fifth, if I had $1 million, I'd be rich. If my parents wasn't dead, they'd be alive. If.
And
This
Kirby
whole thing centered on if. A lot of things, you know, if Kirby wasn't at Georgia, he'd probably still be at Alabama. If all these ifs and all that kind of stuff. If Connor Stalty hadn't have missed that field goal, he would have made it. Hey,
Piano Man, let me say this though. I listened to Kirby also last night after the game, and they asked him, "Oh, you're 1-7 against Alabama. Do you lose any? Or how do you feel about that? I mean, how are you taking this in, or whatever?" And he said, "Well, what is everybody else's record against Alabama?" And he said the same thing last year, right? Did he not? Did he not, Alabama fan? Come on, man.
Hold on. It's not a Nick Saban problem anymore.
No.
It's a DeBoer problem now.
DeBoer is 2-0 against Kirby Smart, the so-called best coach in college football. Just saying.
All I'm saying. But Jonathan, let me ask you a question. Look at that, what the governor said in the chat, and give me your thought on that, because I'm gonna be honest with you. When he made that statement there to me yesterday, I had to agree with him. I never thought about it like that. Ryan dropping that pass kept our defense on the bench for a little while longer, and kept Georgia's defense on the field, and it wore them out. Now that's just my opinion. What you say about that, John?
The first half, obviously Kirby, we all know Kirby does not make adjustments until halftime. We know that's the way he works. So I believe no matter what would have happened, the first half was going to play out that way. They were not ready for Ty Simpson. I'm sorry, because Ty, number one, was not making those checks. He was not changing protections. He wasn't doing a lot of what he was doing last night in those first even 3 games. Florida State, he didn't do it almost at all. And you know what I mean? And then he kind of got his feet underneath him a little bit. You saw it a little bit against Louisiana Monroe, but Wisconsin, he started definitely doing the hot routes more. And it seemed like them having that bye week, just it kind of added on to everything that they needed to happen for Ty to kind of take that next step and enter into this conversation and become that quarterback to take down Georgia. And I just can't say enough about how impressive. I can't remember the last time we had a quarterback operating the way he's operating, right?
And Ty was calling out pressures from everywhere.
Yes.
He knew where the blitz was coming from. Yep. I'm telling you, bro, this dude is smart.
Film study. This
yes, sir.
Film. He has a high IQ. Let's get something straight. For all you people screaming about Ty shouldn't be the starter and was a Ty hater, I want to hear you now.
Yep.
I never said that.
Yeah.
So
I always said Ty was that dude, man. Since day one. I said whenever he committed to Alabama, I said Ty Simpson is going to do something special at Alabama. I said it, man.
But you know what? You know what the thing is the adversity. The adversity. When they got down in the third quarter, what happened? They fought back. They come back. They said, we're not going to lose this game. Nuh-uh, not going to happen. Ty is the leader of that team now, and he runs that team. The defense, the offense, the special teams. He is the leader. The boy, he's the man. The team trusts the boy now. That's a good thing. You want your team to trust the coach. You want your team to trust your quarterback. Because if you don't have that, you don't have a winning team.
Yeah, no doubt. And
Go ahead, Jonathan.
My bad. I think one thing that's overlooked massively that needs to be talked about more is everybody wants to talk about the Ryan Grubb hire from an offensive standpoint as a whole as a play caller. No. Ryan Grubb was an offensive line specialist beforehand. And I have to say, our offensive line last night looked pretty damn good,
man. We looked improved. Hey, let me say something, y'all. I don't know, but Michael Carroll, oh my God, this dude is going to be good, bro. He looked so good against Georgia, man. And I'm telling you, Wilkin Formby, he got beat. But he still stood in the paint, and he improved as the game went on, right? But that second half, Georgia got pressure off that right side on Wilkin. I saw it. Did you know when Michael Carroll was in the first half, that boy held up like a man. He is an animal out there, man.
Well, go ahead, Jonathan.
No, I was just going to say, Michael Carroll, man. Don't get me wrong. I think Wilkin Formby is much improved from last season. That's why I try not to be too down on these guys, because I don't expect them to go from Wilkin Formby to, whoever, Cam Robinson overnight. But I just want to say, I think they look much improved from where they were. And my gosh, if Brailsford doesn't win the Outland this year, I don't know who deserves it more than anybody than him.
That boy is a monster.
All I'm gonna say is
the beast.
I'm gonna say this right here for just from Piano Man perspective. We better enjoy this, what we're seeing, because I believe that we're building. Now, Governor says, I know I came in late, but we need to start talking about quarterback. This run defense is horrible. Okay, Jonathan, go back to what you said earlier about the run defense.
It's very frustrating to accept certain things in life. But once you learn to accept them, it makes things a little bit easier to swallow because you can learn how to deal with them. We know we don't have a good run defense. We don't have the players to make that work in a 4-2 system, in my opinion. I don't want to get on here and say players are soft, but I'm just going to leave it at this. Just like Brock already said, we have some players lacking some size. To stop a good running game, right? So, when you look at Bowens last night, that dude was what, 6'2", 240?
He's at least, big dude, man.
Big dude.
He's an animal.
Justin Jefferson looks 200. You know what I mean? I know he's a little bit more than that, but he's
not that strong, man. You could tell because he struggles to bring down guys. He struggles, man.
No doubt. So what I'm getting at long term here is that Alabama knows what we are this year. So we have to take advantage of what we know. We know you're going to gash us. You're going to run against us. So what we're going to do is force you to basically beat us by running the ball versus throwing the ball. Because if you look from the beginning of the year to now, we have one of the best pass defenses in the nation. I don't know if you guys have realized that. We're allowing like 130 a game.
I'm telling you. Yeah.
Did I not tell you that, Piano Man? Did I not tell you that, Piano Man? Did I not tell you if you stop the quarterback, you stop Georgia?
Jonathan, let me ask you this, because I don't know how Kobe Young slipped out the backfield on us like that, out the back.
Oh, I can tell you that.
Damani looked like he got cooked.
Oh, don't mention that play.
That was not on Damani.
It wasn't?
No. If you go and watch the all 22 on that, we called a cover 0 with no damn safety over the top of Damani. That right? So, and if you watch we called a cover 0 with Keon to his side, right? And if you watch when Gunnar Stockton came up, he changed the play, by the way. It was a run play. He changed it to the one-on-one on Damani's side. Damani still assumed Keon was where? behind him. So he squatted on the hook route, expecting somebody over the top of him.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why he squatted. Yeah.
Bro, when he squatted, I was like, oh shit, Keon moved to the wrong side.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
So, because if you watch it, go back and watch the play and watch Keon Sabb's reaction when he realized he's on the wrong side of the damn field.
So that was a bust. Yeah, that was a busted play.
So,
they better work on that play. They better work on that play.
Well, you shouldn't call it cover zero in that situation.
What are we doing calling a cover zero?
Like,
he was coming too. He was coming across the field too. But
I'll
he would
say this: our red zone defense has got to be pretty up there, like because we only let Georgia score 7 points in that second half.
Yep.
And you're talking about on the road in a hostile environment where I mean it was Alabama against the world, man.
Yep.
Well, last night there were so many, and I told you all this throughout the course of the week. You know,
Alabama
it's a dog, JB. Wait, I got to.
Alabama gets ESP.
Wait a minute, JB said that is it me? I'm gonna think that, but I forgot Sab was even on the team.
But Sab be flying. Sab, I love how Sab was running down that running back though, man. You got to give Sab credit
100%.
First of all, because and Bray Hubbard, they did not jog on no doggone field like week one. Them boys were scat. And they were determined not to let Georgia score. They said if you're gonna score, you're gonna have to go through us. You know what I'm saying? So, man,
I'll tell you where Georgia lost the game. I'll tell you where Georgia lost the game right there, right here. When they didn't kick the field goal and they thought they were going to get that fourth down, and Bray and Lawson stopped them in the backfield.
But do you know why people try Alabama now on these offenses try Alabama? Because they think we're vulnerable on defense, which we are in certain areas, right? But Kirby thought he could really, win this game. I could tell, like, he thought he had us at the end there. Whenever he called that little 4th and 1, he was like, "Oh, I'm finna win this game." You know what I'm saying? He thought, "Oh well, this a 4th and 1. They gonna miss a tackle or something, right?" Man, please, we come to play, man, and we ain't come to mess around.
That guy that flew in there like Superman,
LT Overton.
No. Oh no, Georgia's defense. The flew in there like man and
that horse collar, bro. That dude was trash, dude.
That should have been a targeting, by the way.
Did you hear Kirby about Kirk Herbstreit? Kirk said, "What the hell? Hell?
This ain't a damn practice. What are you doing?"
Now, and even to my point, like when we're talking about why Alabama, while we're doing so good in the red zone, think about it from this perspective. We're allowing you to run the ball on us, right? But not throw the ball. Well, what happens when you get in the red zone? The field shrinks, so it allows us to put more people in that box. That way we're not having to cover so much on the back end. So that's why our run defense, by the way, improves once they get in the red zone. Because now we can commit to the run because there's not so much behind us. So essentially, it's a game of can you be patient? Can you be consistent? Can you not turn the ball over? Because that's essentially what Kane Womack has built this defense to be, is we need turnovers for this thing to work.
And you know what? And you know what, Jonathan? Y'all saw it for yourself. But when it came down, like when Georgia was when they got that 4th down holding on call for Zabian, Alabama's D-line was manhandling that Georgia offense. They was not giving up a yard right there, bro. They were determined to say, Georgia, y'all not scoring on us easy. And you know what? And I'm gonna tell you, this is what I'm gonna say. Tim Keenan back makes a huge difference. Oh my God. If you don't see the difference, I mean, literally, he clogs up that whole freaking front, dude. Just him by himself.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all what. This is how, and just to kind of sum it up, and we're gonna move on to the next. Because there's one more thing I want to talk about about something that happened last night. But I told you all from the jump, I really was not worried about Georgia. I really wasn't. Even when Georgia called themselves on that little run that they went on and they had everybody all hyped up, I wasn't worried about it because it's one thing that I knew. Georgia could not afford a shootout with Alabama going back and forth, especially when Alabama would dig their heels in and shut them down. Now, here's the other part I want to discuss, and this was something we I kind of put it out there, but I'm gonna emphatically put it out there right now, and that's this here. What is wrong with Connor Talty?
Can you want the answer?
Yeah.
It was made public during the scrimmage that he was struggling between 40 and 50. This has been going on, guys. This is not nothing new. If it's past 40, we're in a little bit of trouble. So
that's called development. That's called development. That needs to some development needs to happen there. Not just getting a new kicker, but that you got to work with what you have. You have to work with what you have. So that's called development.
They should make him kick field goals over and over until he gets it.
I want to bring some up though, because it was on my mind last night. When Quay got hurt. I seen the report this morning that he's gonna have surgery. So I'm praying for him, man. And I really hope he's not out too long because he does make a difference off that edge for us. And whether you knew it or not, before he got put out that game, he was getting a lot of pressure on Georgia. And they couldn't handle him. And I think Justin Hill and those guys are gonna get some playtime now for sure. Well, let me just say this, man. Yonze Pierre is coming along, y'all. Let's talk about some Yonze because I seen something in him last night, man, and just his quickness, his subtleness. You know what I'm saying? He just quitting football. I'm done. What? Dang, Stacy.
It's because she lost $100 to KB, and she was at the game and had to see them lose.
Stacy, didn't we tell you? All us Bama fans have been telling y'all, Georgia fans, for the past week that y'all can't mess with Alabama. Kirby cannot mess with Alabama. Do you know why? He watched Alabama dominate when he was at Bama. He was our defensive coordinator. Do you not understand that? That has a lot to do with a lot. Whenever he sees that script A, he's like, oh, there comes the dynasty. There comes the 18-time champions. There comes that Nick Saban mentality. Oh, yeah. Just because Saban walked out the door, guess what, Georgia fans? Whenever we hit the field against y'all, it's all belt to ass.
What? Hold up. Stacy, let me ask you a question. Now, I can and nobody's gonna outtalk you. Nobody's gonna outtalk you or overtalk you. But I want to know what it is you're disagreeing about. I want to know what exactly is it that you're disagreeing about. Jacob, all I'm gonna tell you, you saying 3-point win, relax. I don't care if it was 1 point. All it takes is 1 point.
If you worried about how many points we won by, guess what?
I wouldn't worry about that part.
Hey, Jacob, you're the one that's talking all that smack too. So don't even say nothing. Just hush, dog.
Jacob, it doesn't matter, bro. When Saban was there, we beat y'all in the Natty by 3 or 4 points. I think that was 17 or whatever, 26. Right? So guess what? It's still win, buddy. It's still W. And guess what?
Jacob.
Georgia lost. Take the L and go on about your business.
Hold on. Jacob, go on, grab your fork, a knife, and a plate, and a napkin, and sit down and have some humble pie, son.
Man, we told you what the bid. I'm glad we won, James McGill. I'm glad we won, but then we got to score in the second half. I want to say this.
Kirby made adjustments.
He made the adjustments.
Ain't nobody making adjustments like
if
Kirby.
you notice those adjustments, they were very, very aggressive. It was a timing thing to throw everybody off. Because let me tell you something. In that first half, Ty was lighting them up. In that first half, Jam was doing his thing. And like I told you, it kind of demoralized them in a lot of ways. So we needed a game like this games like this strengthen you, but it also shows you that I don't like to put it this way, but to a certain degree, we can score whenever we get ready. It's just got to be consistent, got to work some kinks out. But like Jonathan said, this is a work in progress, y'all.
But
this
let me say,
work in progress on both sides of the ball. It's a work in progress. I saw it last night, which leads me to
we
this.
Just getting started, baby.
Yeah, hold up for a minute. Hold up. Check this out. We're work in progress, but I got to say this though, and this is to Stacy. This is the two-time. This is for all Georgia fans. I've been telling you all for about 2 years now. You're not dominant anymore. You're not dominant, Georgia. You're not dominant. You're going to have to make some adjustments on y'all's mindset that those dominant days, like the Jalen Carters, the Kelly Ringos, the Malachi Starks, who else? The N'Kobe Deans, Nolan Smith.
Jordan
those
Davis.
days are gone.
Yeah.
I hate to tell you, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but those dominant days are gone. You're in a different age, even though just 2-3 years removed. But those days are gone. So that's all I'm saying.
I think
Georgia fans, your dominance is gone. Gotta make the adjustments.
I think college football is coming to more of the offensive side of the ball now. It looks like since there's more dual threat quarterbacks now, and you got more offensive I guess you would say more offensive dominant talent now. Like I don't think the defenses are gonna be a huge factor anymore. If these offenses keep getting better like this, I'm telling you.
Wait a minute, Brock. Wait a minute, Jonathan. Wait a minute, Jeff. Go Dogs. Wait a minute. Let me hold up.
Get him.
Woo.
Get him.
Wait a minute.
Bama dominant days.
Dominant days are gone. Oh, say it the guy whose team is. Wait a minute.
Oh.
If our dominant days are gone, how come y'all are all of a sudden 1-9?
1-10.
1-10.
1-10.
Yep.
1-10. Really? Go Dogs. And our dominant days are gone. You mean hold up, this is my show. Hold
on. Just ask them who won the game, Piano Man. Ask them who won the game. That's all you gotta do.
I want to rub his nose in it. Your same coach who y'all call King Kirby couldn't even beat King Kirby. Watch this. You couldn't beat King Nick, and you're having problem with Prince Kalen. What the Samuel you talking about? Dominance. We own the state of Georgia. We beat y'all. Look at him. We beat y'all in Athens for the second time in 10 years. We beat you in Tuscaloosa, and we whip you in Atlanta every time we play you. What more do you need?
Hey,
go ahead.
Jonathan, help a brother out.
8 out of the past 11 games that we've won, or we'll say 8 out of the last 10 games that we won, it either been in Athens or Atlanta. Let that sink in. You've had 8 home crowd advantages, essentially, and those are the ones you lost. You've only had 3 head coaches in Georgia history that has a winning record against Alabama. I don't think there has been one since 95. Mark Richt was 500, 3-3 against Alabama. I think the most recent ones you have to go back to is 1910 to 1916, I believe, in 1919, and another one in 1925 or something like that. So when you talk about how far this goes back, I can dig deep on this one. You know what I mean? So I get it. And there's going to be, I won't pull this card, but there's a lot of Alabama fans that are going to pull the card of, well, Kirby coached for Nick Saban for 9 years at Alabama.
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So like a lot of people will claim that your dominance came from the University of Alabama, essentially.
That
Now,
mentality is over there.
yeah,
And the Kirby transference from there and to Georgia.
But I won't use that. But I will say that, like, when you talk about dominance, like that's very subjective. What is your definition of dominance? Because I don't see anybody holding up a sign that says we want Georgia or we want Ohio State or anything like that, right? So no, they don't do that, right? So because the Florida State Super Bowl was against Alabama, even though they lost to Virginia, but that still happened. That's how you know you're still relevant and dominant, because people are concentrating on you and nobody else.
Do you know how hard? Do you?
What did he say,
Judge?
Piano Man? What they say?
Can y'all hear me?
Kirby is loyal to Alabama. Are you kidding
Hold
me?
on. Let me tell you.
Bro.
What they're saying is because he's still losing to Alabama.
Kirby, hold on. Did they really say Kirby is loyal to Bama still?
There you go.
Georgia fans, you can have all the excuses you want to, but in the end, you lost again to Alabama. Hush your mouth. Eat some crap and go home.
Wait a minute. Doesn't mean Bama's dominant, though, just because you beat UGA. Please explain. We're dominant over you. We have more championships than you. Bama has more championships. Y'all have, wait a minute. So go Dolph 706. Okay, since I'm one of the old guys in the room, let me remind you of something. The last championship you won before you won that one was 1980. The last I checked, let me do the math. Carry the 0 divided by 2. It comes out to 40 years. Alabama was winning championship while y'all was still trying to figure it out.
Since 1925.
That's dominance. And let me tell you something else about dominance. Dominance. Jonathan just said it. Dominance is, it doesn't always just have to be wins and losses on the field. I've been saying it. Jonathan said it. Brock done said it. Jeff done said it. Big Dean done said it. JB done said it. 401k Crew says it all the time. We have yet to see a sign that says we want Georgia. We'll wait and see where we been told to lie. Jonathan, have we seen a we want Georgia sign yet?
No, that's what I'm saying. Brinsky wants the link though.
Okay, I got you, Brinsky.
Let me see. I may still have it saved. No, I don't.
I got him.
You got him?
Yeah.
But, and I'm not saying, so like I said, dominance is very subjective. Like, dominance doesn't mean you're going to win it every year, because that's nearly impossible, right? I mean, it's a very subjective take. So when I think of dominance, I believe dominance is more of a mindset and less than about you have to win a national championship every year. It's about you being consistent in the conversation every year. If not every year, every other year. Because you got to realize, how many people said that, how many times have we heard the dynasty is dead? Let's be real. It seems like every other damn year, Paul Feinbaum jumps on board, jumps off board, jumps on board, jumps off board. We hear this year in and year out. So just from my subjective take, it's a mentality thing more than anything, right? Georgia had 2 national championships, and then they act like they've been doing it for 40 years. Like, I don't get it. That's all I'm trying to get at.
Yeah. I hear you, Brock. But Brock, I appreciate you, man. Where you at? Bama has no natties since 2020, and Georgia has none since 22. Next.
Lord. Bring on the excuses.
Let me see. Hold up. Where is Be Sharp? I sent you. I put the link in the chat, bro. If you want, let me see. I mean, golly, man, I don't know. All I know is this right here. All I know is We beat Georgia again. In their place. And we could talk about the win. We can talk about Georgia losing. We can talk about a whole lot of different things. But the fact of the business is, Jonathan, Jeff, we beat Georgia. Hey, Stacey. There she is.
And go Dogs. Obviously, nothing's personal, right? So this is all good, fun, subjective trash talking at the end of the day. But the fact when you sit there and make that statement that you make lets me know that Alabama's in your head. Kirby's a better.
Wait, what statement are you talking? Yeah, nobody's denying that you have beat Georgia consistently and constantly, but you guys keep going back to the, oh, well, we beat you 9 years in a row, 10 years. I mean, maybe I'm going to say, do you still give your 10th grade high school teacher, your elementary school teacher credit for where you are today?
Lord, here we go.
What I don't understand.
I mean,
in a kind of sort of way I do, because they helped Stacey in a kind of sort of way I do, because that was my development years, and it helped me to be part of what I am today. So yes.
Okay, right. But it doesn't define who you are today. Like, that argument to me is ridiculous. That when you guys say, oh, it's, he's using Nick's because Nick Saban mentored him.
Would you be saying this if you won? Would you be saying this shit if you won? Just answer the question.
Yeah.
Just answer the question.
Yes.
Hold up, Jeff. Let Stacey talk, because I told her wasn't nobody gonna overtalk her.
Wait, let me say this to Jeff. I have never denied that you guys are really good and we cannot beat you. I've never denied that, or we don't beat you. But to elevate yourself into this, all of a sudden you're this amazing dominant team because you beat Georgia. I'm not going to go back and say all the teams that you've lost to in the last 3 years, but It's a lot more than we have.
Okay. Let me hear. Hold up, I got it. Let me hear you, Stacey. Okay, give me a for instance. Okay, we lost to Vanderbilt. Okay, because I know the probably what you're referring to. We lost to Vanderbilt, we lost to Oklahoma, and we lost to Michigan, and then we lost to Michigan again. Okay, so
let's go back 3 years. I mean, I don't have the information in front of me, but let's go back to, since you guys go all the way back to 10 years ago, let's go back to 2020. And let's see who's won more games since 2020 to 2025 between both teams.
Okay, go.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm saying I don't have all of the teams. I mean, I could look it up for you, but I know that we beat a significant number more
you got
than
Google
you
just
have.
like everybody else does.
Huh?
You got Google just like everybody else does.
But that's why I think it's important.
I can Google it.
That we
Google
understand
it then.
that it's subjective, because we can all nitpick years. As an Alabama fan, I could say, like you said, past 10 years or the past 20 years, and you could say in the past 3 or 5 years. That's why my argument is against the dominant part, right? So that's
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I don't think you're dominant.
So,
and if I did think you were dominant, I would 100. Wait, Jeff. I would say it.
We're dominant when we beat you in your stadium.
Wait,
come on now. Get real.
Is this Jeff? I just want to know, is this Jeff Stapleton from the chat?
Damn sure he is.
Okay. I know. I hear your passion.
Now, what have I told you every year since we played you, Stacey? What have I told you every year since you've been on here? I've told you every time that we're going to beat you. Have we not beat you? Answer the damn question.
Yes.
Okay, then. Thank you. Dominance does count.
That doesn't make you a dominant team because you beat one team.
How many national championships do we have compared to you?
Okay, here we go. We're going to go back.
I'm not talking. Hold on. Before you even say anything, I'm not talking about the 1900s and all that. I'm talking about the 80s and up. How many? Let
me ask you a question. Why are we going back 40 years?
Why are you going back 40 years?
I'm not. I'm not. Yeah.
Stacey, part of that, dear, going back 40 years. Yeah, Jeff, calm down, bro. Don't, because it's just all a funny game. But check this out, Stacey. Part of the reason why it goes back 40 years is because that was the last time Georgia was ever relevant.
Yeah, you had Herschel Walker. We know
had
you won
Herschel
a
Walker,
national
1986. I think it was 86. We won with Herschel Walker. And after that, we didn't win anything for 40 years, some odd years. I'm
Check this
aware
out,
of that.
If I'm
And
not
we won one
mistaken,
in 93, and we didn't win one to 2009.
Okay, well, we came after you. We won in 21 and 22.
well, who won last night?
Yeah.
You.
Who won?
It wasn't a national championship. It wasn't an SEC championship, but you guys won. You
All the
won.
Georgia fans talk smack. Everybody talk smack. All you
What
Georgia
am I
fans
saying?
talk smack. You said
Jeff,
everything.
what am I
Everything.
saying?
And nothing happened. What happened? You lost. You lost.
Okay,
You lo- but what? You lost. You
Okay,
lost. Winning solves everything. If you lose, then you come on here and you whine like you're doing right now.
I have not denied that we lost. I've not denied that we lost. It was terrible for the Georgia fans, just like when you guys lost to Vandy. It was terrible for you. I'm not saying I admitted it. I said we have a problem. We cannot seem to be.
Stacey. Last year is gone. Last year is gone. Last year is gone.
How is it gone? You guys talk about 40 years ago, 10 years ago. Why is last year gone?
Last year is gone. We bring up 40 years because we did something in between that time. You didn't. You just now did so. You won in 22. You won a national championship of 22. How many national championships you got? Three? Is that it? Three? Okay. Yep. There's your argument right there. Nick Saban won in 2009, 2011, 2012, 2015, 2017, and 2020. Did you do that? Did Georgia do that?
Yeah, you know how many times Alabama went back to back, Stacey?
Thank you. 2 times.
You guys went back to back.
More than one time.
Two times.
One time, right? Was it 2 times?
No, it was like two. I think 2. I don't know. Was it more than 2?
You don't have an argument, Stacey. That's what we're trying to tell you. You don't have an argument here.
Jeff, you don't even know what I'm trying to. What am I arguing about?
You're trying to say that we're not dominant. Okay, we understand that. But we got games to play too, just like Georgia does. We'll prove that as the year goes along.
I agree with that. I agree with that 100%. You go through the rest of the season, you beat all your teams, maybe you lose one. You're a dominant team. Right now, watching you for the first few games and beating Georgia, I would not consider you a dominant. I think you played great. I think Ty Simpson
go back to the Florida State game. You cannot do that anymore. That is irrelevant. That is nothing to worry about anymore. They already lost. They have an in-conference loss. We don't.
I just love the way you.
Wait.
No, that's facts. That's facts.
Wait. We can't even go back.
Win. They don't. That's what I'm trying to tell you. A conference win is what counts you. That's what counts. If you go through this whole conference and you win all your games, and you have a conference win in every one. If you don't, then you're like Florida State. They got one. They got a loss already. They get one more, then it's a double.
Yeah, because
really
listen,
they won't be in the playoff.
Even though we did stink up, the season opener by us beating Georgia,
and you're excited about the 2 teams. You're excited.
I'm not saying that. Look, UAM was nothing. We understand that.
Right.
Wisconsin was nothing. We understand that. But Georgia was supposed to be something. You were ranked 17th. You understand that?
Yes.
17th. We were number 5, whatever. You were ranked 7. We were ranked 17. You were ranked 5. Okay.
Right.
17th ranked team beat your ass. Do you understand that?
Yeah, come on, man. Chill out.
Let me just say this. He's not saying, but Stacey, let me say this right quick. He's not saying we beat y'all's ass like on the scoreboard. We didn't run the score, right?
And you really didn't beat our ass on the scoreboard
yes, we
either.
did. In the trenches, we whooped your ass.
That's what I'm trying to say.
We whooped your ass. And we have been doing, we did it in 23. Listen, Stacey, we did it in 23 in the SEC championship. We dominated you on that line of scrimmage. That's what y'all Georgia fans don't realize. Alabama whoops your ass every time in the trenches. The only time y'all beat us in the trenches was 2021. You're not dominant anymore. You don't have you don't have the monsters up front. We do. We still have them dudes.
You don't have the team no more that you had, Stacey.
No,
You
I
understand
know.
that?
I know that. I'm very much aware of that. But when
just
you
hope
say
you
beat, I
understand.
love the way you throw around beat your ass. Like you beat us by 50 points. You beat us by 3 points or
It
2
doesn't
points, whatever
matter.
it was.
We whooped your
I
ass in
know,
the trenches.
I know. You won. I
The game,
get it.
Stacey. Who won the game, Stacey? Who
We
won?
bullied you.
That's
We
the
bullied
point.
your puppies in them trenches. We bullied
Okay.
you for the how many a time?
Okay, check this out. Okay, we just gonna all agree to disagree, and that's this here. Stacey, bottom
Yes.
line is you said we beat y'all, right? And you got
100% you beat. Yes, and you played a
beat
good
you.
game. Yes,
We
you
played,
did
and
beat us.
and all that good stuff. Now, the thing that Jeff and Brock, all them are saying is this right here, and this is how I look at it. I don't know if Jonathan sees it like this or not, or if because I know B Sharp's going to be on here in just a second. I want to talk with him, but check this out. This is how I see it. The worst loss, in my opinion, is the loss that's by 1 point as opposed to 40. Now, why do I say that? You're on the verge of winning the game and something comes up. That loss last night really broke your heart. Why? Because first of all, we were in Georgia. Y'all were ranked number 4, ranked number 5. Everybody in the world said that Georgia was going to beat Alabama on College Game Day. The only person who picked Bama was Nick Saban.
Right.
So when we get on the field and we play the game, it was evident very, very early in the game what was about to happen. When it got to be 14-0, I already knew Georgia's not winning.
I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that.
Let me say this though.
The
this is how I put Alabama over the top. I know Alabama's gonna dominate Georgia in the trenches. When you are on, y'all are literally sitting on the goal line, and we hold you to a 4th and goal, and you can't score with your elite running backs, Stacey.
I agree with
That's
you.
where Alabama's better than you.
I agree with that.
You need to understand.
All I
know.
said was I
just
don't
want
think
you to
I
understand.
agree. I promise you I agree with that and I understand. I just, from my own perspective, maybe you'll go on. Maybe you'll go on and do amazing the rest of the season. Right now, you played an amazing game against us. You've improved every single game. I'm just saying, I don't think at this point you can call yourself dominant.
So
just
my
dominant
question
over Georgia. I'll say that.
We
just
just
dominant over Georgia. Yes, dominant over Georgia.
y'all. But let me say this. I'll say this. The board said last night, and I'm gonna hold him to it, right? I'm gonna hold the board to this because he said last night, the reporters asked him, why do you think your team played so well? What put your team to have this, this type of energy? Why was y'all playing so well on offense, defense, special teams? And he said they have an edge to them now, right? They have an edge because we got embarrassed in Florida State. We got embarrassed. And Ty Simpson, and this is where a lot of people get it twisted, saying that, Ty Simpson is not the guy after we lost that game. Ty Simpson, he missed these throws. He was scared. He was this. He was trying to run. He was pressured and stuff. He was. But Ty Simpson was not the cause of Alabama losing that game. It was our defense.
Yep.
Right.
And it was also a man that is the offensive coordinator that knows how to beat Alabama. And if you want to know the truth, Kirby needs to call Gus Malzahn and ask him how to beat Alabama. I'll let you talk.
Go ahead,
Jonathan.
To Stacey, I'm going to say this.
Sharp.
I feel like you guys are handcuffed with Bobo now at this point, right? So calling plays. It almost seems like Georgia's become predictable on that side when it comes to playing Alabama. But I mean, I don't have an argument to fight because I think once again the definition of dominance is very subjective, and you can move that goalpost to every point because that's what we go by. But so to be fair to you, what is dominance to you? What would you consider dominant to be then?
If you go through the rest of the season, okay, you have one loss, go through the rest of the season, beat everybody else, I would consider you a dominant team.
But okay, so because do you have a long-term dominance? Because when I think of dominance, and this is once again subjective, I think of like a 10, 20, or 30-year period where like it's a dynasty. When I think of dominance,
Yes, I agree. I agree that Alabama, if you look at it globally, like overall, your team has been a dominant team.
Okay, so no, I got you. That's why.
No, I think you have. I don't think that. Yes, collectively, you have been a dominant team. I agree, but I don't think. Just like you said, we're not the same team. I don't think you guys are the same team either.
No, we're not.
And let's see how you do the rest of the season. I think it was a good game. I think you deserve to win. We made some critical errors. I'm not taking away from anything Alabama did. You won the game fair and square. And we just can't seem to get over that hump with you. But at this point, I would not call you a dominant team. No.
I got you.
Well,
I'm gonna just say this. I don't think you're ever gonna beat us with Mike Bobo. I don't think
we might not. Who knows? We might not.
His play calling is very suspect, and I'm with Jonathan. All them screen passes that they didn't do y'all didn't do anything with that. Y'all need that play calling is not it. And I'm gonna just say this. I remember in 2023 when we hired Nick Saban hired Kevin Steele, and everybody clowned Nick Saban all over doggone Twitter, X, whatever it is, about us hiring an old man. Oh, he's washed. Oh, he's this and that. I'll tell you this. They literally brought it to Georgia in that SEC championship. And Milroe was nowhere near that great in that game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He made some throws, but our defense in that game, the mentality that we played in that game on defense was absolutely absurd. And we had a former Georgia player who was making plays. They got that strip sack, I think it was, fumble, whatever it was. I can't think of his name. What was his name? What was his name, Jonathan?
I know you're talking about
linebacker.
The name does not come up. I can't remember.
Starts with a T. I can't remember. Anyways, he made a big play against y'all.
He played for Tennessee.
Yeah, but this is my thing, man. Like Alabama, in my opinion, the standard is still here, right? The standard is still embedded in the university, right?
True.
Yes, it's a different culture, but the standard hasn't left these players. There's still Nick Saban players on this team, and they're going to. Okay, you can say, "Oh wait, why y'all lose to Florida State and stuff?" But
I was agreeing with you. I agree with you.
No, I'm just saying. I'm saying in general though. Like everybody, everybody's saying, "Oh well, if y'all, have that same standard, why y'all losing to Vandy and all this?" Well, maybe it was the time for Alabama to lose. I mean, Alabama's not going to be dominant forever. You know what I'm saying? No team's going to be dominant forever.
According to you guys, you act like you are.
Well, I'm going to say this, and I got B Sharp up here, so I got to get with my brother here. But check this out. We won last night. Now, this is going to make some folks mad, but here we go. And I hope y'all understand this. We won the game last night, and I'm happy we won. But as of now, Georgia is still the reigning SEC champ. And until somebody knocks them off, all we're going to have is a regular season win. I want to beat them in a SEC championship. Then we can really brag. We hadn't done it in a year.
Right.
We hadn't done that. See, because the last time they played us in an SEC championship game was 2 years ago. What happened? We beat them. We didn't go last year, and so now it's a new year. So
we'll get to that. But we got a lot of we got games we gotta take care of.
Anyway, brothers and sisters and all that good stuff. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stage, my big brother, the man himself.
B Sharp.
What's up, player?
What's
Roll
going
Tide.
on, everybody, man? What's going on, man?
Roll Tide. Bring the heat, be sharp. Yeah.
Bring it on. Bring the heat, Roll Tide. Come on, let's do it.
Oh, nothing much, man. Y'all already know. Well, last night, man, I pretty much brung a lot, man. Shout out to Coach Sean, man. Did our thing on the post-game show yesterday. But, of course, man, and Jonathan started mess. Okay. But, yeah, man, big win for us last night, man. Trust me. I had to drink a lot of beverages to calm those nerves because, man, that game was stressful as always. It just can never just be a blowout
Never.
that I want, and so I can just chill for the rest of the game. But, man, it was a great game, man. Shout out to LT Overton. I still can't believe we got that 4th and 1 stop. And LT Overton got that stop over there. And then that last first down play called by Ryan Grubbs connected from Ty to Jam, man. That was amazing. So definitely big win for us. Like I said, we can celebrate it, but we got another big game coming up. But hey, man, I see a lot of Georgia fans a little upset at Kirby and just start saying crazy stuff.
I'm here right now.
It's all right, man. I'm about to say if y'all beat us, y'all
I would like you to tell me one crazy thing that I said that you're not dominant.
I never said you said anything.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, I said Georgia fans, but if you
Okay.
want to include,
Well, label yourself. Go ahead.
Well, I am a Georgia fan, but
all Georgia fans ain't thinking the same. Coach I
right.
is a Georgia fan, but he ain't thinking the same way as a lot of them.
But Stacey,
Right. That's true.
This is a thing that I want to say. This is Alabama fans. All right, when y'all beat us in 2021, right?
Mhm.
Y'all talk so much mess, talking about Bama's done and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, your Georgia fans came out the woodworks after that.
Well,
You know what I'm
wouldn't
saying?
you if
Y'all were
wouldn't you?
never, y'all no,
Wouldn't-
no, hold on, no. Y'all were never, I never seen a Georgia fan until then.
That's not true.
Is that when they won that?
Maybe you've never seen them, but there's a lot. I mean, they're there. And
But
wouldn't
to talk
you come
about a
at it?
team
Wouldn't
that has dominated the sport as long as Alabama did, just because you win a championship over Alabama, and yes, I'm gonna say it was by default.
No,
Yes,
I don't
it
agree with
was.
that. I don't. But let me ask you this.
Hold on.
Let me ask you
But
this.
let me say this though. Listen though, Stacey, I'm not done. Okay, John Mechie and Jamison Williams torched your defense, right?
Mhm.
Okay,
Yep.
John Mechie got hurt on that big first down. He probably almost should have scored that, but it was kind of like a little slant pass or whatever. But he made an incredible catch. He went up and got it. But he got hurt on that play. He was out the rest of the game, and J-Mo literally cooked y'all the whole game. And you know what? In the national championship game, the
Mhm.
only thing that really hurt Alabama
Mhm.
was our offensive line, right? That's where I can say Georgia won up front, right? But
Mhm.
I still believe if J-Mo didn't get hurt,
We'd have
Bryce
won
Young
that.
was gonna put that ball on him.
Okay, well, that's all the what ifs, because I could do what ifs from now until next year about Georgia and what happened
Yeah, well,
last night.
y'all would if about
What if about Brock
2023
Bowers and all them,
SEC
huh?
championship. Exactly. Come on, talk about it, Jeff. Their fan base
About
said,
Brock
"Oh,
Bowers
if
and all
Brock
them.
Bowers was 100%,
Yeah.
we don't want to hear that bullshit."
Let me ask you.
that big
Let
problem by the
me
time-
ask you honestly, hypothetically. We beat a team that we never can beat, obviously, and we beat. So why wouldn't we celebrate that and be excited about that? I mean, that's what you would do if you beat a team that you never
Yeah,
can beat.
it's
Like,
fine,
why are
but
you
when
being
you
critical of that?
overdo it, you can
What does
my grandma
overdo it?
always
What does
told me.
overdo it?
My grandma always
What is
told me, don't never overdo anything.
And you wouldn't
Okay,
consider yourself right now overdoing it?
y'all call yourself a dynasty. Your fan base calls themselves that Kirby has a dynasty at Georgia.
No
I've
damn
seen
dime.
you Georgia fans say that. Y'all are not
I
a
don't know.
dynasty.
I
The
know. I
only
know.
dynasty that resigned is the University of Alabama
We're gonna
in
wrap
the
this
recent
up,
history.
and because I'm getting hungry. I really am.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap this one up, but I got I got a couple more things. So let's wrap this up, and I got to get on to something else because this could go on till now.
So
till
wait, that means
season
I have
comes
to.
back.
I have to say goodbye to Jeff and Brock.
Goodbye. See you later.
Okay.
We gonna wrap
All
this
right.
up.
Well, I
Stacey,
appreciate
good
you
luck to
having
your
me on.
dogs, okay? Good luck to your dogs, okay? I respect Georgia. You know what I'm saying? I respect them, but I don't respect some of y'all fans. I just don't because they run
Okay.
their trap too much.
I know. I've seen that. I've seen that.
It would
I've
be
seen that.
okay if y'all whooped our behinds for as many times as we did y'all.
Hey, tell
It'd be a
President Trump
different
I
story,
said,
but
hey.
y'all haven't. So y'all need to turn it, calm down, bring it down a notch. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all are
Okay.
not y'all not Alabama.
I'll
Stop
bring
trying
it
to tell
down. I'm going to
Kirby.
bring it down a notch for you. I'm going to bring it down a notch for
Tell
you.
Kirby I said stop trying to be Alabama and be
He's
Georgia.
not trying to be Alabama. Trust me,
He's not trying to be
He's not.
Alabama.
I'm gonna say that as a Bama fan, but I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna talk with Jonathan and B Sharp for just a second. But check this out. Only thing I'm upset about, and I hope somebody can, if you agree with me or not, it's okay. But this is just Piano Man's opinion. And B Sharp said something, alluded to it last night. I kind of want to latch on. First of all the name calling, all the this, that, and the third. Just because you don't agree with something, it doesn't make them wrong and you right. It makes you different. That's all I'm saying. I was on a Georgia chat last night, and the things that they said about Kirby Smart, the things that I'm talking about Georgia fans, the things that they were saying about Gunnar Stockton, the things that they were saying about Nick Frazier, and the things that they were saying about Taylor, who dropped the ball, that was totally uncalled for. It's just
Wrong.
a game. It's a game.
And you guys were calling for DeBoer when he first started, and you lost all those games.
was not,
I heard
whatever.
Alabama
I
going
wasn't.
crazy.
I wasn't. I'm giving him 4 years.
But hold up,
Okay.
everybody. Let me talk. Hold it. This is my show. Hold up. Stacey.
Okay.
That's
Sorry.
That's what got some, and I'm not talking about you, okay? But it was a statement like that. I ain't said nothing to B Sharp. I ain't said nothing to Jonathan. I ain't said nothing to Coach Sean, Icebox, or nobody. But there was a certain somebody that accused me, a Piano Man, of saying that I didn't want Ty Simpson. I've never said that. I've never spoken a harsh word about Ty, Kalen DeBoer, Shep, Cap, none of them. I've never said that. Why?
I know
Because
you
I'm
haven't.
an Alabama fan from way back, like Bear Bryant Day. So I was a Bama fan before some of them cats were even born. So, so the name calling, the this, the that, and the third. Yes, some Bama fans said it. Yeah, they said it. But they also said, that Ryan Williams was soft. They also said that the dude was gay. They also said this, that, and the third. They also said all kinds of stuff. But we got to stop with the name calling, just like the Georgia fans were doing, because they lost last night. They were hurt. But we lost to Florida State. We lost to Michigan. We lost to Oklahoma. We lost to Vanderbilt. We lost to Tennessee. So freaking what? That's not the first time Alabama's lost. That's not the first time Georgia's lost. But the thing about it is, when you expect better, and sometimes you think delusional, you're thinking it, your delusional thinking gets you to the point to where you talk stupid and talk dumb and everything, then it creates a whole lot of hostility. And that's what was going on last night. It was creating a lot of hostility. First of all, Ryan Williams ain't soft. He's not soft. Because I'm with B Sharp now. That dude came back and caught a ball and took a hit that I probably couldn't even take. He held on to the ball, got up, did the first down little motion, and all was cool. Now, did he drop the ball? Sure he did. But you know what, B Sharp, Jonathan, Brock, Stacey, everybody, I seen Jerry Rice drop him. I seen Lynn Swan drop him.
Mhm.
I've seen all of them drop the ball. Mark Andrews, for you Raven fans, y'all still salty with Mark. Had a wide open catch right there in the end zone and dropped the ball. It happens. It happens. I told y'all last night, I believe Ryan's going through what I call the sophomore slump. But at any point, at any moment, and it could be this Saturday, you know, he could break out. But if he don't, it don't make him soft. He's just going through a bad slump. Do you Yankee fans, Reggie Jackson, the captain, Greg Nettles, all of them, did they hit a home run every time they got up? Nope. Did they get a base hit every time they got up? Nope. Did they strike out sometime? Yes. But were they still great? Yes. So, Georgia, the fans that are delusional and you want to throw Kirby under the bus, let me tell you something. Kirby's been the best thing that's been happening to y'all since Vince Dooley. That's
Exactly.
Stop the name calling. Okay, so he's having some bad time beating Alabama. But guess what? Y'all still the SEC champs for now. For now. But I hope and pray, and I'm done with this. I'm gonna let y'all go. I hope and pray that Bama and Georgia plays in the SEC championship, and then when we beat y'all again and everything, then it'll be talk about
nothing else said after that.
Confidence I am.
I hope and pray that too. I hope and pray that we get an opportunity to play you also in that game.
Stacy, let me just share.
Hold up. Thank you, Go Dog 706, because you one of the few. When I got on that chat last night, it was horrible what your own fan base was talking about your coach, and that's not cool. And
you can't do that. You can't do that. He brought y'all 2 championships.
I agree. You were hearing raw passion. You were hearing people upset. You were hearing the frustration. Nobody. I can't speak for all Georgia fans, but he's been an amazing coach. And I know people are pissed and they're upset, but that's what you were hearing. When you stop and you think about it, Kirby's been amazing.
Can I say something?
Next time I'm gonna put B Sharp on him and let him preach that doggone sermon he preached last night, because he went on in. All I needed to do was get up an offering plate, and I would have gave you $100 for that last night.
Yeah, that was a good speech. That was a good one,
bro. That was a good one. But look, y'all, I gotta let y'all go. I gotta talk with B Sharp for just a minute. I appreciate y'all for coming on, and let me holler at B Sharp and let me holler at Jonathan. Gotta get a couple of things out the way, but y'all, thank y'all for coming, Stacy. And
thank you.
Thank you for your passion and all that kind of stuff. Keep it rolling. And Vandy, all I can say is, now wait a minute. Go Dogs, I just gave you a darn compliment. Now you want to throw Bobo under the bus. What's wrong? See? Doggone your time. Let me tell you something. I can't take y'all nowhere without you cutting up. Doggone your time. But look,
I love you, Alabama fans. I have so much fun with you guys, and the passion that you have for your fan base, and we do too. Don't get me wrong, but I think I just really enjoy talking to you, and especially Jeff when he is yelling at me. I love it. I'm kind of smiling the whole time, but I do. I think you're an amazing fan base. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, Stacy, you and KB, boy.
Smile at that loss when you at it.
You supporting all our channels too.
Exactly.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Of course. And by the way, I did send KB the money. I sent him. I had a bet with him, and I sent it last night. I've lost multiple $100 to this man already, so I don't think I should bet him again.
Well, I told you to stop betting. So anyway, y'all, bye.
Bye. Have a good night.
All right, roll tide, everybody, and Ty Simpson for Heisman.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
That's right.
All right. All fans are welcome here. All Georgia fans welcome. Ohio State fans are welcome. Everybody's welcome, and all that good stuff. Good Lord of mercy. What's going on, B Sharp and Jonathan? Y'all forgive me. I got to go take my drugs now.
Oh no, man. We hold it down for you.
Good Lord. But B Sharp now and Jonathan, let me get on to what I'm trying to get to. Because I'm through talking about Georgia. We done beat them, and, for the umpteenth time. And, now they have us ranked 10th. Tell me what you think.
Brinsky.
Just ranked 10. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing, man. Rankings don't mean nothing to me at any point. I don't care if they left us unranked. Right now, I know, man, the only thing we worried about right now is just Vanderbilt. That need to be our only focus right now, and how we're gonna replace Quay Russaw, how we're gonna replace James Smith for that first half. Are we gonna click on all cylinders and all that? That's really the only thing I'm pretty much focused on at this point. I know I'm gonna have a recap show tomorrow, just talking about this, and probably gonna have some angry people in there, but it's all good, man.
I about our other friend up, the Bishop. It's the Bishop, y'all. What's up, Bishop?
What's going on,
man? Hey, just enjoy the scenery yesterday where quality defense was being played.
Yeah.
100%.
100%. I agree. But I'm gonna say this though. What B Sharp said. Rankings don't mean nothing, but in a certain kind of way, to a certain extent, they kind of do. Now that you're bringing in the CF, when you bring in the college football playoff rankings, which come out, when do they come out?
Probably got about maybe 2 or 3 more Saturdays before that. I think 3 more.
3 more.
Week 8, right?
Week 8, right?
I was thinking.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably about 3 or 4 more Saturdays.
Okay.
But it was
go ahead.
But it was a big road win for Coach Bohr, especially how we've been playing on the road lately. And I forgot what our average points have been, but man, just to not score none in that second half, that's something that we can look back and work on. But yeah, man, just go on the road into that hostile territory. They won 33 straight games for a reason. I'm just glad it was us to break it. Oh, and that's what I said, man. It was stressful but happy win. Trust me, it was really, really stressful. I was like, man, please get this first down. I just want this game to end, and we got it. Whew. All right.
Yeah. There's no easy wins in the Southeast Conference.
No.
At all.
At all, man.
Nope.
It's stressful every Saturday, man. That's why I said this ain't your grandfather's Vanderbilt either. That's how you know it's gonna be stressful right behind that, man. So just gotta get ready for the next one.
Well, let me ask this, and this is for all all right, I got you. I appreciate you, Go Dog 706. But let me just ask this, and I'm gonna start with you, Jonathan, and we work all the way to a Bishop. Vanderbilt. And I'm just saying this: Vanderbilt is riding high. And I said it last week now that we played Georgia, they were undefeated. Now an undefeated Vanderbilt team comes to Tuscaloosa. Jonathan, I'm gonna start with you. What's the plan?
So I'll keep this short and sweet. Second time in 80 years they come in, right? 5-0. Now they're undefeated. Last time we knew what happened when he called out Alabama, the famous linebacker that did it, we blew him out. But like you said, this is not the same Vandy team that we're used to. They're not going to sneak up on anybody as well. My thing that I'm going to be paying attention to, I'm not worried about our offense because our offense didn't struggle against Vandy last year. So in my opinion, that's not going to be the question mark for me. The question mark for me is, can Justin Jefferson, can Deontay Lawson, can Nahai Hill Green stay disciplined in their run fits? Because this is not a team that's going to line up and just run the ball straight at you. They're not a Georgia, right? They're going to run a lot of motion, a lot of jet sweeps, a lot of stuff to confuse the back end. But at the end of the day, can our linebackers remain disciplined enough to go and be just disciplined at the end of the day? That's what the title of this game should be, is can you stay disciplined, right? So if you can manage that simple thing, I think we got a great chance to send Tuscaloosa. I don't think we're going to blow him out, in my opinion. So I believe Pavia, he is something. The dude, they're winning games by large margins for a reason, right? And I get it. You can talk about playing East Texas A&M Community College of the Blind all you want. But at the end of the day, like, when's the last time we could say Vandy averaged 50 points a game through 5 games? Like, this is a team that put up 70. Like, holy crap. So now, am I scared necessarily? No, but that's because they're not going to necessarily creep up on you either. I think it's just, Kane Womack's got he's got a lot of stuff cut out for him this week as far as getting ready for this offense, because it's very different. And then, of course, you have the upcoming games against Tennessee, and they're completely opposite of what, we practice for them. So it just makes it that more complicated.
Go ahead, be sharp.
Yeah, man, just need to focus on the run. We know they're gonna expect them shovel passes, trip plays. So they're gonna try to establish a run against us when they come there. I feel like, man, you stop Pavia, you stop everything that they're trying to do.
Yeah.
So, man, we need to put him in like third and long situation. Need to play a lot of eye discipline with him, man. So that's why I say it's gonna be a real interesting game to see how everything gonna go up in T-Town next week.
I hear you. Bishop, what you got?
Yeah. What Vandy brings is flat out, they are disciplined and their confidence in being able to be complementary. The bottom line is you got your L7, which is your 7 front, needs to be able to run for it and make sure they account for Pavia at all times. You do that, then you make them one-dimensional.
No doubt that +1.
But Bishop, let me ask you this from a defensive perspective. Now, what does Vanderbilt bring to the table defensively?
Well, they're decent. Let's just say that they're a decent defensive team that is about to be tested. And if Bama brings what they brought to Georgia, they're about to bring it straight to their dome, and I think that they won't be able to succeed. But understand, the bottom line is they haven't played anyone like you guys, so they're about to find out.
Okay, all right. Be sharp. I'm gonna pose that same question to you. Far as from a defensive perspective, what and I don't know how much we know about Vanderbilt defensively, but what matchup are you looking at?
Really, I say they linebackers and our running backs. I feel like this is a game we need to try to establish the run. But if the run not there, I'm about to say passing working better than the run, and just pass the ball. Whatever gets us past that day. Because everybody be so stuck on, oh, we need to be doing this, oh, we need to be doing that, or whatnot. I always hated that. Whatever working that day, use it that day. If we got to run the ball 50 times to win this game, then run the ball, because we can't pass the ball. But if we can do both, balance it out. If you just passing the ball more than you can run it, then pass the ball, man. It's not complicated. I feel like we be overcomplicating things at times. Only thing I care about is just winning the game. That's at the end of the day. I want every game to be a blowout, so I don't have to stress over it. But yeah, man, just let everything work itself out. But I believe it's gonna be their linebackers against our running backs. I believe we have the O-line. I think the O-line played tremendous last night. To be honest, I don't think a lot of people giving them a lot of credit. Caden Proctor, another part of the ride outs, looking like a mammoth with a football in his hand. I don't even know what you want to do with a guy like that coming at you. I promise you, I'm not going to be the one to tackle.
Business decisions.
I would have ran out of bounds, man.
I'm going straight at it. I'm going straight at his legs, just the same way as the Georgia cornerback. Because I'm like, what you want me to do? Just run at him? I'm going to bounce off him like elastic. Like, he's just going to trip me. I'm going to be on the highlight, man. Just say, do something. All right. Hey, man. But we just need to worry about winning this game, just dominating them on the line for sure on both sides of the ball, man. St. Pierre, use him more. Whoever, just create more depth. Let those guys, young guys, get some reps on that line, and we'll see how things go.
I hear you. Jonathan, what's your take?
Yeah, I think from our offense versus their defense. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I haven't been impressed with Vandy's defense when you go back and really watch them. I think they're very vulnerable when it comes down to it. And I think it's vulnerable on both ends against the run and the pass. So no, I 100% agree with Brinsky. It's going to be whatever the hot hand is. And in my opinion, I know everybody wants to see Alabama establish the run, but I keep saying this over and over again. This is not your mom and pop's Alabama football team anymore. You got to do what gets you to get that W, right? So at the end of the day, Ty Simpson, I love what he's doing because we have a quarterback that is able to make adjustments to, call audibles, to call hot routes, even move the protection and stuff like that. So I feel like we got a good chance no matter what, because he's obviously watching film. He's great at adjusting at the line. So, I mean, I don't know what Vandy could possibly do to slow Alabama down. That's why I say I'm not so much worried about the offense. What I'm really going to be paying attention to is how does our defense compare to last year to this year? Because it's basically the same defense we're putting on the field. Right. Have you learned anything from last year to this year? Because we're about to find out.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Both, with all three of y'all. First of all, like what Bishop said, Pavia is going to have to be accounted for. You're going to have to watch Pavia, even if Pavia is not out there. They'd be to pull a rabbit out there with Pavia. He has to be accounted for at all times, and that's called spying. But you got to take your spying to another level when you're dealing with Pavia, because he's very crafty. He's very crafty. And I'll give him credit as far as those. Well, I think it was B Sharp. One of y'all talked about that shovel pass. He is very precise with it. He's very purposeful with that. So what I mean is he doesn't miss. It's almost as if it's an over, just over the top pass. You complete it that way, but he does that shovel pass and they run it to perfection. But then the other part of that, what Bishop is also saying in making being accountable for Pavia, the other part of that is that run pass option. You that's another way you're gonna have to corral him too, because he killed us on option play, just quarterback keepers. We had no answer. And so it's going back to what Jonathan said from a defensive standpoint. What have we learned from last year to this week? What have we learned? Have we learned anything concerning the run pass option? Because let's just be honest, it is Vanderbilt, and like B Sharp said, this is not your grandpa's Vanderbilt. Talking about my age now. Because Vanderbilt was they just line up, run, and three downs and a cloud of dust. That's what it was back in the gap. Now it is totally different. So so I'm going back to Bishop. How much has the transfer portal? I know this might be a dumb sounding question, but when you think of transfer portal, who thinks of Vanderbilt?
Yeah. Hey, the transfer portal plus them bringing the offensive coordinator along with Pavia has played a big dividend to the growth of Vanderbilt. Not only that, once Pavia and the LC and head coach got together, what you did is open up the floodgates for people to understand now Vandy is a play for the portal people. So with that, you're starting to get better competition players that can compete So it's just a matter of now they have confidence. But once again, have they been tested this year? And that's why I feel that you guys have. And so it's up on them to prove if they really undefeated, then they have a chance to prove it this week if they feel they're capable. But documentation beat conversation.
I hear you. I hear you. B Sharp, I'm pretty sure you heard the question. When you think of transfer portal, who in the world thinks about Vanderbilt? Because that's what they're made of now. A lot of guys transfer there. And, you know, how, in your opinion, how is it contributing to their success? When was the last time you heard Vandy being 5-0? Coming into Tuscaloosa 5-0?
Well, it doesn't happen. That's why I said, man, you can't look at stuff the way like it was in the past. I think that's a lot of people's problem. They look at everything how it was in the past. There's a lot of things that's not set up the same way anymore. Last time they was like this, it was a BCS. How much stuff we seen change since the BCS?
Right.
Hell, even conference championships not even mattering that much at this point, to be honest. We just being totally real. So, man, it's just, hey, you open up that can of worms, man. Guys getting paid to go somewhere. Some of them gonna go where they can play, and some of them just trying to go somewhere where they can get paid as long as they possibly can. I don't think Pavia see himself as an NFL quarterback, but he's trying to get all that he can out of college. But man, he's a tremendous college player. Yeah. I got to give a brother credit because he may talk the talk, but I like people that back it up when they go out there. So, but they've been getting guys. Their coach is one of the top coaches. I think Vanderbilt is his alum, and I think this is a dream job for him. I just don't see him staying there long term. It's just no way.
Right.
It's good. Right. It's just no way, man. It may not been your grandpa's Vanderbilt, but trust me, just because something is going on right now don't mean it's gonna be there forever. And I don't trust Vanderbilt, especially with their academic standards, to continue to get the guys that they do have. But he does a great job at developing.
They remind me about Johnny Manziel type of mindset, where they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Yeah. Gotcha. Shoot, man. You always have like these times, like, man, I remember I think it was my man Aaron Woodson. That was at the University of Kentucky when Kentucky had that year when they went like 10-2 or 11-1. I can't remember what it was. And like you have those type of years, Mississippi State, this number one ranking with Dak Prescott. That's why I said you get these type of years, maybe even 2 years out of it. But after that, man, everything pretty much settles itself. Everybody goes back to who they naturally are. Like Mississippi State has always been like a team. Kentucky been like a team. And Vanderbilt just been a bunch of lawyers and doctors. They may be a tad bit better for the future, but I don't. After Pavia leaves, I got to see what they are after this. I don't know.
Right.
I'm just going off history, but at the same time, stuff is changing. But I don't expect them to just be like, "Oh, we about to be the next Alabama, Georgia, or whoever." I would bet my bottom dollar on that.
I hear you. Well, on to the next question. Jonathan, I'm going to let you answer that one from Jeff. I got a question. Is Bama's offense going to more of a throwing game and using the run to break defenses?
I'll be honest with you. If you go back and watch Ryan Grubb's offenses all the way, I mean, you could even go back to Sioux Falls, right? He's been with Kalen DeBoer for a very long time. You know, they've always in the past divvied up this to two different styles because Ryan Grubb has never stuck to one style, which is, you know, the run to set up the pass and the pass to set up the run. It depends on who he has as that number one running back. When he had the cowbell, like John, I believe it was Dylan Johnson, at Washington. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He was a stud. So what did they do? It was the run, right, to set up the pass. And then the following year, what did they do? Or the year prior, actually, it was the pass to set up the run, right? So I think at the end of the day, what you're going to see from Alabama in this offense is they're going to lean on Ty Simpson, because this team now officially told me yesterday, we will go as far as what Ty Simpson will take us. He's going to have to be the guy making the adjustments, making the protection calls, making the hot routes. Like it's on him at this point. And I hate to say it because like it shouldn't be all on him, but nothing has pointed to me and said we can consistently run the ball effectively against every team. Why? And also to the other side of that argument, Wisconsin, Florida State, Georgia have great run defenses. Nobody wants to talk about it, but Wisconsin has the number 1 rush defense in the country right now. They're not a good team, but they sure as hell know how to stop the run. So, right. So I feel like we also truly don't know what we have from the running game either with Jam Miller back. I mean, to me, the fact that we stay disciplined enough to keep trying to run the ball and make them stay disciplined to keep somebody in that box, that's what helped us. That's what helped free up Ty Simpson to throw the ball. So I'll just leave it at that.
I got you. JB asked the question. Y'all see it in the chat. And Bishop, I'll start with you. I'm going to let you answer that, and then I'll go with Jonathan. How dangerous can this team really be, especially with the lack thereof concerning our running game, right? But we still using RPOs and torching defenses. Let that sink in a bit. So, Bishop, about that, how dangerous can this team be? This Alabama team?
Look, the simple fact is, if you want to make it to the playoffs, you got to play complementary football. Whatever that is for that game is what you need to do. Gone are the days of you got to absolutely run through the tackles, or you just got to put a complementary offense to go with your defense. And that's what's winning games nowadays. And like I said, you guys have it. And understand there's a lot of that in the SEC. So, hey, it's a gauntlet. We keep saying that. And the bottom line is, hey, when it's a gauntlet, that's the way things are played. So you find a way to get it done.
Got you. Jonathan?
I think it's very simple. If this team played like it did last night with its hair on fire, I feel like we can beat anybody. But at the same time, can you bring that week in and week out? Because last year, what was that pitfall? It was beating Georgia, being on that high to lose to Vandy on the road. Well, we beat Georgia. We beat a good team now on the road. So we've kind of squashed that a little bit. Now let's maintain what we got, because I'm not a person that goes off of, well, this is what it should look like. I'm a person that goes, show me what you got. I'm going to go with that. Right. So if you're showing me you can do it, I'll go with it.
Yeah.
So plain and simple.
Well, I'm going to ask this because I'm going to stay in the vein of that particular question, in using the RPOs and in using our running backs, and we rotating the line, linemen in and out. Jonathan, I'm gonna start with you. What's up with Jaden Roberts?
I don't think anything is up with Jaden Roberts personally, but I don't know. It is strange that he's rotating with Vandermark, and then same thing with the right tackle with Formby to Carroll. I think what's going on is that Ryan Grubb came in and saw that we're playing situational football. In other words, we're scheming plays and scheming an offense based on the strengths of this offensive line. We don't have an offensive line that can say we're just great across the board. I think as an Alabama fan, it's very hard to swallow that and accept it. That, look, this line, it just isn't it. Jaden Roberts has been beat at times this year. Caden Proctor has been smoked at times this year. Formby, the whole line. The only one I say that's the most consistent is probably Brailsford, right? So Parker Brailsford, our center, who should be an outland consideration. Obviously, I think it's a dumb statement to make. We should know that. But as far as what Ryan Grubb is doing with this offensive line, I think that's the key behind this, man. I'm not so much worried about if something's wrong with somebody more than maybe they don't adapt well. They're not picking up on something well. And maybe I could be wrong. And Roberts having that concussion, it could still be affecting him in some sort of way. And we just don't know about it because they're not going to release that information.
Right. Because a lot of there were some. When I say a lot of people, let me just say some people were wondering where was Jaden. Like, I don't even remember seeing Jaden in the game last night.
And I got to give a shout out because Ephraim pointed out too. Dewberry has done good as well, but don't get me wrong. The most consistent is hands down Brailsford. Dewberry struggled at the beginning with passing off the twist. He from the guard to the tackle, and everybody was wanting to burn Caden Proctor for all those. If you know anything about the offensive line, passing off is an important piece, just like from a defensive back standpoint. Same thing. We know that. But yeah.
Communication.
Yep.
Yeah. And Bishop, what do you just from where you're sitting, from your observation of watching Bama, what about their O-line? Where like what he's talking or what Governor's talking about with the run pass option, but we also know now a lot of that is hinged on how consistent the O-line is. So what's your thought about Alabama's O-line?
Like I said, the O-line nowadays is all about making sure you have competitive depth. From week to week, you're going to have different players having to sub in because understand they're going up against elite D tackles and that, it's a physical game. And so the bottom line is so far so good. Then, there's been areas where you can always improve upon, but the bottom line is they stay steady and consistent.
Yeah. Got to be steady, got to be consistent. And the thing about it is now, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. And this is something that I think too. To me, the way it's looking and the way that it's appearing, Jonathan and Bishop, it's like they're still trying to find what will work on what, like you got Proctor, you've got DeBerry, you got Brailsford, then you got Vandermark, then you got Formby, and then whomever else is on the tight end over there, right? But then by that same token, you've got Proctor, and then you got Dewberry, but then you've got Vandermark, then you got Carroll. And at different times they rotating in, rotating out. To me, it's like they're still searching for the lack of a better word, they're searching for the perfect O-line that they can start like week in and week out. But to me, they're having to rotate because they hadn't found that camaraderie yet. Could it be something to that? Could that be a part of it?
I mean,
Bishop.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Bishop.
Go ahead, Bishop.
What I was going to say is, if nothing else, we learned from last year that you've got to have competitive depth. There's no ifs and ands about the Southeastern Conference. It's a lineman's league. And the simple fact is, I don't care if I got to keep rolling people in. As long as we matriculate and we keep scoring either 3 or 7, that's how you win the game. And they don't score, you win the game.
Okay. Jonathan?
No, and I agree with LaToya on this one big time. I think it's to keep bodies fresh. No, and I definitely believe that's a part of it because, look, at the end of the day, to win a national championship, it's a long season. You got a conference championship. You got the playoffs. And just like Bishop said, you know what I mean? Like you got to have not just a good amount of depth on the O-line. You got to have depth on the O-line that has seen play in time, right? So, and that's what these guys are getting. So at the end of the day, you don't worry about sending in the Vandermark, or you don't worry about sending in Michael Carroll and going, oh shit, his first time playing is going to be in a conference championship game. No, the dude's already played, 65 snaps this season. He already knows what this looks like. So, you know what I mean? And also at the same time, guys, we're in the NIL era. If you think that nobody's going to be coming after Michael Carroll after this season, you are completely crazy, right? The moment that opens up, he's going to be offered tons of money after what we've seen this year. So what are we doing also? We're giving him reps to say, hey, we're not here just to, in the future develop you. We're putting you on the field now to speed up that development, and we'll pay you too.
And when you say it like that, though, Jonathan, that's the reality of it. And that's where a lot of our fans, I'm just going to be honest with you, that's where the delusional thinking begins to come in, because they think that guys like Michael Carroll, who else, Formby and all, I'm just using those names, just throwing them out there. They think that those, other schools won't come after those guys. Yes, they will.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes, they will. They will come after them. And the thing about it is, with some of those guys having, like, let's just take, is it Parker Brailsford? Now, he's not quite a senior yet, but he's draft eligible. So the thing about it is that whether he stays or whether he goes, that's going to be totally up to him. It's going to be totally up to him. And I'm probably going to get out of there, and everything. He's probably going to get out of there. But however, we're talking NIL, we're talking transfer portal and all that kind of stuff. And this is going to be the year, or the upcoming year. This is going to be the time where it's going to be real bananas on that, because you can only get it one time, and that's going to be it. And it's going to be amazing at who's going to come out, and that's what I'm waiting to see. That's what I'm waiting to see. But to answer Go Dogs' question, plenty of them. Where you want to start?
Hey, Piano Man and Jonathan. On top of that, we're going away from the 5-star and actually having an actual general manager that knows how to evaluate. Because a lot of 3-stars people are getting in this. Well, they're a 3-star. Well, all I know is Beaton Bowl of Oklahoma has done a lot with 3-stars and develop them. And it's all about developing. At this point, you want competitive depth because it's a long gauntlet season, and you got to be able to shuffle someone in that can fill in and not the level doesn't drop.
It's going to be, I'm telling, and Courtney Morgan, and I'm going to be honest with you. There was a reason USC, if anybody remembers, there was a reason that USC was about to throw the bank. And matter of fact, they kind of did. They threw everything at Courtney Morgan to get him to leave Bama and come to USC. That dude is one of the best in the business. And to me, that's the MVP. How good your general manager is in evaluating talent, know what you need, especially if they know that you're trying to run a particular scheme and do whatever. You got to have the right guy in the front office in order for that to happen. So I'm just saying it's about to get interesting for college football all the way around, but namely Alabama, because that's who we're both basically interested in. But it has caused me to look at all of the schools like that in a different light, to see who's going where, whatever. That's why I keep that little app on my phone about the transfer portal, who's about to hit and everything. So my last question is, now Sam Pittman has bit the dust, if you will. And I said it yesterday that he was going that was going to be the game to get him. I'm gonna start with you on this one, B Sharp. Where does Arkansas go from here? And we got other teams that's out there. What are the possibilities, B Sharp, from B Sharp's perspective? You're on mute, bro.
Can't be alive.
Time I started talking, the little mute thing came right down there. I'm talking about the mic is mute. I was like, Jesus Christ. But well, man, they can just call my phone. Man, I take the head coaching job. I take some millions, move up to Arkansas. I'm gonna hire Coach Sean as my offensive coordinator, and hire Coach Carl, my defensive coordinator. I forgot this ain't college football 26. Oh, my bad. So it's not that simple. So man, I don't know where they go, man. I believe his job was doomed from the get-go, man. I think they still have Bobby Petrino on their
Yeah,
squad.
yeah,
So yeah, man, I think Bobby Petrino was already pretty much set in place. Uh, in recent memory, man, he's been like the best coach that they had down there as long as I've been alive. But I don't know if that's even a good job that anybody wants to take. Shout out to SEC Mo, man, who covers Arkansas football, man. He even said, man, he playing for his job. I was like, well, this is the wrong game to be playing for your job.
yeah,
Because that's why I
yeah.
was like, man, whatever the point spread is, take the over. Because they about to run it up, man. It didn't surprise me not even a little bit yesterday, man. I thought they'd have a little heart, but hey, I don't know where they gonna go. I don't know who's gonna pick that job. Ephraim put out a good name out there, Gus. I can
Yeah.
see Gus going there. That's a good name. Uh, outside of that, man, I don't know. I don't know if Gus even wants to coach anymore. That's why he left that UCF job. It's interesting, man. I don't know. We got to see how things gonna go.
I hear you. What about it, Jonathan?
I think your coach is already there. I think it was not a mistake that Bobby Petrino was brought in. Like, people want to talk like that's the miraculous hire to be an offensive coordinator. And I'm laughing going, you think that's just going to be your offensive coordinator? Like, he brought success to Arkansas before. You know what I mean? So let's not forget that. He understands what it is to coach at Arkansas because he's already done it. You know what I mean? So I feel like, what better situation to be in than bring in somebody that's already been there before and done it, at a successful clip, especially compared to what you're doing right now. Sam Pittman said the right things. He did the right things. He looked apart. He was kissing babies and everything, and that's great. But at the end of the day, college football and SEC football and Big Ten football, if you don't win, I don't care how many babies you kiss, you're gone, right? So, and I think that's what it comes down to. So we want to talk about all these names to be hired, or that's what people are going to do. Sorry. But I think what Arkansas has to do is get back to square one, which is figuring out who they are, because I keep going back to this. Is Jerry Jones doing the same thing to the Cowboys at Arkansas? Because he's one of their primary boosters at Arkansas. So I think that's something that needs to be talked about as well. He has his own building on campus, by the way, there in Fayetteville. So is it possible that Jerry Jones is behind the scenes just as bad at Arkansas, maybe controlling things, and we just don't know about it?
If he is, God bless him, because he done messed up the Cowboys. I'm telling you now, he messed up the Cowboys. Bishop, same question for you.
I tell you what, I'm with Jonathan and you guys. I think what they did with Petrino is try to clean up his image and get him prepared for this moment, because it makes a smooth transition and you don't lose a lot to the portal, because they already have a relationship with him. So that's way, at least if nothing else, he got the inside track. But it depends on how do they really want to make a clean break. Then there's a lot out there to do. But to me, it's all about being able to uh, keep your nucleus. You want to keep your nucleus if you feel like you've got a great nucleus of players. And the best way to do that is someone that they really know and respect.
Keith Holcomb said Petrino just needs to stay off motorcycles and don't be riding no women back there with you. Stay off the motorcycle and leave the women alone, and you'll be okay. Now, I ain't telling you don't have no girlfriend, but it's just certain things you don't do in the eyesight of the public, and you the head coach of the Arkansas Razorbacks. It's just some things you just don't do. So leave the motorcycle alone and leave the blonde-haired ladies alone. No, that I don't say that in no disrespect to blondes or brunettes or whatever hair color folk got going these days, but Just leave him alone and stick with coaching football. That's what you need to do. But basically, we've got now, I think UCLA is vacant. Arkansas is vacant. Who else is vacant?
Virginia Tech? Is it
Virginia Tech is vacant. I stopped listening to a particular podcaster because they really went in on Michael Vick, as bringing up the dog fighting thing from in the gap and saying he doesn't deserve anything, but yet and still, don't get me started on that. Anyway, they want me to forgive whomever and say that's different. But we know what your reasoning is. I saw right behind it, and from that day to this one, B Sharp, I don't support these folks at all. When they what's up, KJ? What's up, man? Good to see you. I know you ain't hiding, but the thing about it is that's why I don't support. But Michael Vick, from what I'm understanding, that's what the rumor has. Oh yeah, we forgot about Oklahoma State. That's right. Thanks, Governor.
Yeah. Okay.
Oklahoma
Yeah.
State. Yeah. Well, let me tell you something. we say what, B Sharp?
I didn't want to let KJ know. Oh, we keep the receipts over here, Playboy. This ain't that. This ain't Atlanta. This big bad Bama.
KJ said he wasn't hiding, but guess what? We ain't either. We ain't hiding. And we wasn't hiding. We just told you what was about to happen.
We just said peekaboo.
They say they ain't hard to find.
Ain't hard to find at all. Yeah, I know
man.
it. KJ, but we
just teasing you, brother, man. Just teasing. Just a little friendly banter, man. Just a little friendly banter.
But KJ, I'm gonna tell you what. We tried to tell you.
Come on, go dogs,
Still
man.
gonna let you have it. Yeah, you be back. But
come on, go dogs. You got to be smarter than that. This is Atlanta. This is Alabama. Come on now. I clearly pointed that out. You can rewind that. I said this ain't Atlanta. This is this big bad Bama.
Yeah, man. We know that's script A. That's script A. But but just go look at the well, I ain't got to tell you all that. You already know. Y'all now the fun part about that, and I'm gonna be through with this part right here. KJ, at least y'all 0-0 now. Y'all 0-0 now at Sanford Stadium. You have to start all over again with the streak. So, so I'm just saying. But anyway, so we got all of these. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna get ready to go because I'm gonna find me something to eat. Cause there's nobody cook around these parts. I didn't today, so I got to go find me something to eat. But cause fat folk get violent when they ain't had nothing to eat. I know this one do, but Oklahoma State, Arkansas, UCLA, Virginia Tech. Who else is on the hot seat, Jonathan?
Oh, on the spot. Petrino was my guy coming into the season. I said was on the hot seat, but I don't think there's any doubt now that if Hugh Freeze does not pull it together at Auburn, this dude has won what, like 2?
And don't forget about our boy Dabble down the way.
Yeah, and when you talk about right now, somebody better be talking. It's probably Auburn fans with Hugh Freeze because this. I was going to point out that I'm glad you said Hugh Freeze because I took a screenshot just for our good old friend Auburn Tez. But in Hugh Freeze 3 years, he's 1-10 versus rank opponents. Overall 14-16, and 5-13 in SEC play. Now, but they didn't want to give. They wanted to say, what's my man name? The coach before him, I forgot. Brian Harsin.
Brian Harsin. They didn't even give Brian Harsin a chance. and he did better with less talent. But hey, man, what do I know? I love when Auburn pulls the trigger too quickly and don't make the right hires, don't get the right quarterbacks. Like they were supposed to get Cam Ward at one point, Lamar Jackson at one point. Could have got John Mateer probably. Ain't no telling.
They were in the running for him.
But they always go the opposite way.
So I got a question for everybody on the panel then. Who, if I'm a coach, who would take in Auburn, and look, this is no shade to Auburn. Yeah, it is. It is plain and simple. Who would take that job? Because it's not just about the program. I mean, your AED, your boosters, it seems like the program is just bad for business in general. Because and the reason why I'm asking you guys this question is the morality reason of them getting rid of Harsin, but yet you bring in Hugh Freeze. So who did something that was proven, but Brian Harsin was not? So who walks into that situation? Like, what coach takes that job? That's the big question to me.
I don't know.
Yeah, man. I feel like, man, if you're going to take that job, man, you need to have full control, man. It's just too many of the boosters, like, really, really had their fingers on everything,
Yes.
like too much control. And you can see that, man, because they always they good at making good money decisions. But when it comes to this, man, I just need you to put the right coach right there and get out the way. Like Cadillac was probably the right coach.
Yeah.
Y'all just wasn't ready for it. That was y'all. I thought it was idiotic, but I love it. I love when you guys do the opposite of what you're supposed to do,
or what you need to do, and you let all of the good stuff go out the window.
Bro, I know this is, go ahead, sorry.
No, what I was gonna say, 17 sacks in the last 2 games. 17 sacks, 31 TFLs. Do the math.
I mean, yeah, Jackson Arnold does not have a clock in his head for getting rid of the ball, because that dude holds on to the ball forever, right? So, yeah, no, I agree with you 100%, Bishop.
And then, my fault, John. I know I was going to say this real quick. And shout out to Ty, man, for pointing out, oh, man, the ref set Jackson Arnold again. It's just like, man, the one thing, man, I was just like, I just, it's not even Tez, because I know Tez doesn't do this. But trust me, man, it's a lot of Auburn channels. Now I was trying to tell him, man, I was like, bro, from Bishop to Jason to JB to Mike to Jay, all these guys said the same thing about Jackson Arnold. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. And then you just see it like, oh, Auburn get them. Oh, we don't care. They just let them walk. They don't care. They want you to go. And it was like, when he went up to Norm, like the game plan was pretty much set. And it was just like, man, Auburn thought just because, oh, we getting ourselves a shiny 5-star. Go look at their post. They're like, the highest rated 5-star Auburn ever got, or whatever, some mess like that. I'm just like, see, y'all worried about the wrong thing, bro. Can he play football? That is the only thing that matters.
Exactly.
I got to reference something. I mean, you watched Moneyball when David Justice said, yeah, I'm special. You're paying me $7 million or $5 million. He's like, no, brother, we're only paying 2.5. The Yankees paid you 2.5 on top of that just to play against you. That's what they think about you. That's exactly what Oklahoma said when they didn't fight to keep you. That's a red flag to some extent.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna put it to you this way: they're going to have to clear some stuff up, because they're gonna fool around and get Arnold gonna be broke all up sitting in a wheelchair somewhere, because he won't be able to take too many more hits like that, because this is not going to get any easier. And those linebackers and D linemen, they're gonna be coming for Jackson Arnold, and I don't think, And I'm gonna say this: it also looks to me like some folks have set out. I mean, have clocked out. They've checked all the way out. They've checked it out. They've checked out, And Auburn's not playing like nowhere close to what they should, but that's what you get for trying to, base it on that. From where I'm sitting, you got Hugh Freeze because he beat Nick Saban, and you got Jackson Arnold because you beat Alabama last year. You got all these folks for all the wrong reasons, and now it's coming back to haunt you. So,
no doubt. So I want to leave one last thing here. So Brinsky, you watch Cam Newton's podcast, right?
Mm-hmm.
So for the people that say to stop criticizing Jackson Arnold like that, who's the four most important people in the state of Alabama?
The governor.
The head coach of Alabama, the head coach of Auburn, starting quarterback of Auburn, and the starting quarterback of Alabama.
Yep.
Plain and simple. So that's what you get. You stepped into. He knew what he was stepping into.
So
now
you're sitting there looking. In the words of one of my friends, Derek out of Nashville, Tennessee. Now you're sitting over there looking like you musty. I'm just saying, man.
Man, you wanted this smoke, man. Y'all build up this hype, and then it was like, how can I put it, man? It felt like the last 2 or 3 years, man. It's almost like a cycle, man. Y'all win the first 3 games because you play nobody. Then they was trying to tell me that Baylor was a quality win. I'm just like, man, based on what? I'm like, on Big 12, I'm gonna be honest, man. It's a lot of Big 12 teams I don't respect. I'm just gonna leave it right there. They pretty much exposed in their secondary. Baylor exposed that secondary. And then after you win those 3 games, now you about to play somebody for real, and y'all look incompetent ever since. In the last 2 games, they didn't get a third down the whole game. That is amazing to me. And I'm sorry, man. Texas A&M almost just gave away the game. They were just like, here, no, we don't want it. We don't want it. Here you go. Here you go. We don't want it. Like hot potato. No, you can have it. This game supposed to be a blowout.
Yep.
Beats all I ever seen, man.
Hey, let me share something from the insider. When you know how to game plan against Jackson Arnold, and you know that he pats the baby, you realize the main thing is the last thing he has on his mind is he's waiting for that time limit, and then he's going to run. You stop that, what else do they have?
Yeah, simple.
Oh, poor Auburn, but I'm glad. Anyway,
I like it. I love it. Mm-hmm.
I love it. That's why I'm being sarcastic right there, poor Auburn.
Oh yeah.
But I love it. I love what's happening to him. But anyway, and one last question: James Franklin blows another big one. How long will it be before James Franklin is officially on the hot seat?
Man, he got a cushy job for the rest of his life. He's in one of those places where you get 9 to 10 wins every year, you're good. They'll complain, but he's not going anywhere. I'm like, man, he's been there all this time. He hasn't won none of the big games. He can't beat Michigan or Ohio State. The only win that he got was literally the first year, and that was just off an historic block punt that was taken to the house. I'm not a block punt, block field goal that was taken to the house. I'm like, this is who he is, man. It's just at this point, like, I don't know what else can you expect from him. Like, you just got to go out there and do it. That's why I used to get, like, mad when folks used to get mad at, what's my man name at Ohio State? Forgot his name. Just
Ryan Day.
Ryan Day. I'm about to say at least Ryan Day wins. I'm about to say Ryan Day lost some games that I'm like, man, I'm just sorry. He just ran into certain teams at the wrong time. Certain calls didn't go his way. Yes, he hasn't won the Michigan Ohio State game. But guess what? That same year, I was like, man, I chose them at the beginning of the season. I knew they was going to win based on the roster that they had on there. I said, I don't care if they lose to Michigan. Are they in the playoffs? Yep, they're going to win. I don't know any team that matches up with them because they had 4 or 5 seniors on there, 4 or 5 years of seniors on there with playmakers like Judkins and Caleb Downs, and all Will Howard had to do was just not crash the car.
Right.
Just drive it to the destination.
Right.
That's it. I'm like, man, but they hyped up Penn State so much. If you just look at the quarterbacks that they have had, from the Trace McSorleys to the Hackenbergs to the Drew Atlas, they all are the same. It's nothing different. It's nothing different with these guys. And I don't know why they keep hyping up Drew Atlas. Drew Atlas has to show me. He has to show me that he can do it. And every time I like, okay, Drew, go out there and win. I'm thinking he about to go out there and beat Notre Dame. They're going to play for the national championship. And he the one that gave. If you go back and watch that fourth quarter of that semifinals game, you would just see how this man just gave away the game, just throwing interceptions, throwing across his body all over the place. Probably threw like 3 of them in the fourth quarter. They don't know how to win. It's like, man, he is what he is. We just need to stop expecting him to be who he is. If they just want me to win those amount of games, all I got to do is not beat Ohio State and not beat Michigan. I can just beat Rutgers, Maryland, Indiana, Northwestern,
Illinois.
Like, bro, if Alabama had a schedule like that, we would dominate every year. The Big Ten is overrated, man.
Yeah. Thank you.
I don't know what to say about this, man. This is just wild.
My take's very quick on this. It comes down to 2 things and 2 key metrics: 15 and 28 versus ranked opponents, and 4 and 21 against top 10 opponents. Can we stop acting like James Franklin is something that he's not? Once again, you show me who you are. You don't win the big games when they matter. You know what I mean? It was a wideout. It was everything else. Oregon comes in. Dan Lanning comes into the Big Ten last year and does what he does. And now I don't know why people are even talking about James Franklin anymore. I don't get it. But just like Brensky said, I truly believe that they're content at the end of the day, because the big question is once again, who will take that job knowing that situation? And I think the successor is already there if they're going to name anybody. Jim Knowles is sitting right there as the new defense coordinator. Sorry, but I think he is the guy.
Yeah. I hear you.
And I swear I wasn't looking for this. I just clicked on Twitter, and the first thing that popped up said worst record by a head coach versus AP top 6 opponents.
Against what?
Top 6 opponents.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Frank Beamer is on this list, as good of a coach as he is. But James Franklin is Frank Beamer, James Franklin. Both of them have. James Franklin is 2 and 21. That's insane. Let me tell you something that Tez always said to me, and he was really a shot at Alabama fans. Good coaches don't grow on trees now.
No.
Y'all ready to push one out the door every time something don't go right. Good coaches do not fall off trees. Everybody got like a shiny new hire. Oh, they look good. They do nice things, but how long does it take for them to get out of there? Dan Mullen looked good going down to Florida at one point. They kicked him up out of there.
Yep.
They wanted Mark Richt out of there, and he was consistently winning. So, all right, man. Let that be a lesson to you. Good coaches don't fall off trees.
Nope.
You got that right. I see you got a question for Jonathan, but I'm going to let Bishop answer that question because he's the Oklahoma guru here. He covers Oklahoma there, Jeff. So, Bishop, will you take that question?
Okay. I can barely read it. Read it to
It
me.
says, I got a question for Jonathan. Seeing that Mateer is out against the better team with,
with the backup QB.
With the backup QB.
Oh, that's easy. The last 4 games was won by a defense that's averaged 9 points a game.
Yeah,
I've already said that Oklahoma's going to be hard to handle from a defensive point of view because the one thing about it, you will not be able to run east and west on them. You're going to have to you're gonna have to if you're gonna just run the football. To me, you're going to just run straight at them until that somewhere along the line breaks, or you're going to have to mix it up for Oklahoma. Remember, you're dealing with Brent Venables, and that dude is a defensive specialist. He and Kirby Smart, they know their business when it comes to defense, and so they're going to be good. And right about now, where is Oklahoma ranked? Number, even though we say rankings don't matter, but we see they did make a big jump this week. So we're going to see, but the season is long. We'll see. We'll see.
I like where it happened at, to be honest with you. If it was going to happen to Oklahoma with Mateer being out, you have Kent State, correct? This upcoming week, Bishop. Yeah. So it gets Michael Hawkins, who already has, by the way, playing time and experience. It gets him back in the rhythm of things, right? Because you're going to be a little rusty in that first game, obviously, you would assume. So I think it gets him back in the rhythm. And I'm interested to see how Texas is going to take it because, in my opinion, I am not in favor of Texas in that game, even with Hawkins at quarterback. So I think Brent Venables, I think at this point, like, you have a good enough defense. I'm not going to sit here and say it was like the 21-22 Georgia defense, but you have definitely a defense where you can lean on that and just keep it serviceable, keep these games to where they're definitely manageable, which we know Brent Venables is going to do already, even with or without Mateer, long enough to keep Mateer back because it's a gauntlet of a schedule Oklahoma has towards the end. Thank God, though, it's, you know what I mean, on the back half of the season.
It's going to be interesting to see, but I'm going to say this, and Bishop, you mark this down, but I've already told folks, don't be surprised if Oklahoma beats Texas. Don't be surprised if it happens. Like what Jonathan said, with or without Mateer, because I don't believe Texas is as good as advertised. They're good, but not as good as advertised. I don't think
drop 40 on them.
Huh?
No, I said Texas about to drop 40 on them boys.
Okay.
he Bishop, you about to give Bishop.
Oh no, man. You're on mute, brother. Hey, no, man. Jason started with me.
Hey, Piano Man, you know he don't believe it. He was already laughing before he said it.
I know it could be
40. If it happened, man, y'all ain't gonna never hear the end of this from me. Win or lose, I don't care. They drop 40. I don't care if y'all win by 10 points. If they drop 40, I'm talking my mess because I said it first.
Okay. Hey, you know what? Okay. I one up you. The bottom line is Texas, they've been talking and they were glad that Mateer had to have surgery because they said, now we're going to dog walk you. Okay, you already put bulletin board out there. Documentation be conversation. All receipts, family, will be coming due.
You're right. I do want to point out one thing for real on Mateer injury. Like John said, man, it happened if it's going to happen, it happened at the perfect time. Y'all on a bye week, so that's an extra week to heal. Then y'all got Kent State. Even if y'all do lose to Texas or y'all sneak by, I think Michael Hawkins is a good enough quarterback to get you guys by for that week. And then I forgot who y'all got right after Texas.
South Carolina, right? I believe.
Y'all got them at home or y'all on the road?
No, we go there.
See, that's where if you could just hold on, if you could somehow just make it, I believe Mateer will be back, coming close to that, man. So you could just hold on.
Yeah,
man.
he's supposed to
be all right.
Yeah, right now they got him slated for South Carolina due back, but like I said, nobody's above the team. So the bottom line is the way that Venables have built it. He built it with the defense leading the way.
Yeah, and Bishop, to Oklahoma out there, I think people are confusing Oklahoma of last year that was riddled with injuries, 7 wide receivers, and not the O-line having anything put together, to this year's team. I think that's mass confusion on what's going on with Oklahoma this year. This is not the same Oklahoma team, guys.
Right. And you're going and coupled with that, like what Jonathan said, y'all got some running backs back there that can do the doggone thing too. So depending on from the offensive perspective, just depends on how your O-line is holding up and everything. Oklahoma's going to be something to work with, because we already know you got to fire defense. So
Well, you got to understand, you guys, is let's just be honest. The SEC ball has created where we had to evolve from LR, high scoring offense and no defense, having a ranked 100 and something defense, to where Venables has tore it down to the studs and built it back up through recruiting.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. Last question, Go Dog 706. Do you think we beat Texas? Yeah, I do. I believe that you all are, and I'm not saying this to be funny, but I'm saying this, I believe that you all are Texas kryptonite like Alabama is Georgia's kryptonite. Because when y'all went out there and beat Texas with Gunnar Stockton, I knew then Texas going to have a problem. Texas will have problems with y'all, no matter who's back there. Shucks, they can have Eli and Peyton back there if they want to. When Georgia makes up their mind to play and somebody comes in talking about disrespecting them, Georgia comes to play, especially when chips are on the line.
Yeah,
they come to play.
I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to the fan base of Kentucky. I'm sorry for what's about to happen to you, because it's not going to be good. Let's take your hats off. Pray. I think that's going to be necessary, because Georgia is not going to take that game easy.
I'm already taking my hat off. Y'all see my bald head. I'm taking my hat off. Kentucky, this is in honor of y'all, because I got a feeling. Mark Stoops, you might be next, bro. Oh, you might be next. You and Sam Pittman. Sam Pittman just going to look over you and say, I know how you feel. Yep. Because, bro, Georgia gonna do y'all. Sorry, this is not last year, because Kentucky should have beat Georgia last year. If we would have, if Kentucky would have had a halfway decent quarterback, they would have beat Georgia last year. I'm telling you now, they would have beat them. But you only get one shot at teams like Georgia, and so, sorry, but Kentucky, you're next.
Yeah.
You're next. So, and
like
to
I
all
said
of
last night.
Say what, bro?
I said last night, man. Coach, I got the movie reference. See if y'all get it. Judge, you can't say nothing.
Yeah, I won't say it.
You already know. Don't take this ass whooping personally.
No, you didn't do it right. No. Coach, I didn't do it right, and you didn't either.
I did.
Don't. Hey.
You're right. I didn't do it right. You're right. I didn't do it right. You right.
Because that dude stuttered all the way through.
Oh,
and I'm not
man,
even going to say that movie, because that's my favorite movie.
Wrong movie, Keith. Wrong movie.
That's my favorite. Really, honest to goodness, after last night, somebody's name need to be Sunshine.
Oh, man.
I don't know who need to be that. There
Jeff,
you go, Jeff.
That's it, Jeff.
Jeff got it right.
Yes, sir. And to all you, and I don't believe, I'm going to say this, we're going to go. To all you Ravens fans, Lamar Jackson got hurt again. I told you that was going to happen sooner or later. It was coming. And he's hurt. He's out with a hamstring injury. And Cooper Rush is a playing quarterback now. But you all
Shador Sanders to the Ravens.
Say that again, Bishop.
Shador Sanders to the Ravens. Watch.
You know, there was inklings. I don't know. Did you watch the Cam Newton podcast on where that was discussed? Okay. Okay. I had a feeling. I was like,
Yeah.
that was a pre-discussion of this already. Like weeks ago, Cam Newton, if this comes true, Cam Newton's going to like, I don't like to do because he played for Auburn, whatever, but he's going to look really prophetic from that point.
I always thought, and I'm just going to be honest with y'all, I always thought Shador was going to go with the Raiders. I thought the Raiders would have got it. Even when they got Geno Smith, I still thought
that would have been the smart choice.
You know, I was thinking they would still get him, but they didn't. So it's gonna be interesting to see. But to Kimberly and Dwight, other Ravens fans, my heartfelt sympathy to you. I'm kind of, because when Pittsburgh beat y'all, I want Pittsburgh to beat you at full strength because I don't want to hear nothing about Lamar Jackson wasn't there. I don't want to hear it. I want to hear it, and shout out to my Steelers today. We did the doggone thing over there in Dublin, Ireland, and maybe that's where we need to play from now on. Maybe we can get some wins and everything. But thankful for everybody in the chat, 401k crew. Everybody that was over there. I didn't get a chance to speak to everybody today, and to Stacy Go Dogs and to Brock and to Jeff and to the other Brock, man. Thank y'all for coming in. To my brothers, Jonathan, B Sharp, and Bishop. Thank y'all for coming. For everybody that's in the chat today, thank y'all for coming. It was a last minute thing. I got a B Sharp. You didn't know that I was on because I didn't even know I was coming on today until somebody hit me on TikTok and say, "Oh, gee, when you coming on?" And they wasn't the only one who asked me. So I said, let me go on here and make an appearance. And that was 2 hours ago. So thankful for everybody that was in the chat. Georgia fans, man, we love you. Everything is in good fun. And thank you for supporting us. But when you start your chat and all that good stuff, trust me, we'll be in there for you too. We got you. We don't roll like that because it's not about real life. You know what? It's not about real life. It's just about fun and games. We all have our favorite teams and this, that, and the third. We support them. And like what Stacy Go Dog said, we're passionate about it. But what we don't do is disrespect each other because of their choices and everything. Because let me say this, and I still want to play Georgia in the SEC championship game, B Sharp and Jonathan and Bishop. I want to play them then for all the marbles. That's what I want to play.
I don't want to play them. I do want. We got it out of the way because they beat us there. They're gonna be like, "Well, we beat you for the SEC championship game."
Yeah,
we'll see you next year or see you whenever. I don't want to see you no more, Kirby.
2 years from now, yeah.
I don't want to see you no more for 2 years.
I thought we played them again next year.
No, the year after.
Okay. Well, it'll give you a long time to lick those wounds. You don't get over it.
Unless we make the playoffs, we both made the playoffs for the SEC championship. But yeah, man, it's all fun and games, man. That's what I said, man. I'm glad for the people like Coach I who don't take this stuff serious. Of course, it's gonna be a little friendly banter. But man, we don't mean no harm. Now, if it comes to Auburn fans, I'm with all the smoke. I'm with all the smoke. I don't care nothing about no Auburn. Only Auburn fans I care about is the people I know. And sometimes I question that. But they my people. Outside of that, I care less about Auburn.
Yeah, them trees stood straight in front of us and we mowed them down.
I'm going to tell you what. I already said, y'all, I don't know who I dislike the most. The Dallas Cowboys, Auburn, LSU, or the devil. I'm telling you, that's how I see it. I got when you make it in devil status, that means I don't like you too much. So Georgia, at least you ain't in that category yet. So I halfway like you, but until y'all play us, But other than that, Dallas, Auburn, and LSU, they on that hot list. And you know what that means when that's on that hot list? They could go directly to the hot place. That's it. So anyway, everybody, thank y'all for coming. That's been our show for today. Thank you, Bishop. Thank you, B Sharp, my brother. But before we go, I need all my brothers to shout out their channels, starting with Bishop.
Yeah, Coach Ricks and Hall of Fame. You can go and check us out Thursdays and Saturdays, and then Jason is Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays mornings.
Gotcha. And let's support them. Now, even though they're Oklahoma, listen, you can still support. You see what I'm saying? You can still support. So that's that. Be sharp. You know what to do, brother.
Oh man, y'all already know, man. Y'all can find me at Sharpshooter Sports Talk. We also 9 subscribers away from 1,300. So
Okay.
if you not subscribed to the channel, that's the name right there, Sharpshooter Sports
Let's get it
Talk.
done.
I just need those 9 before tomorrow, before the recap show. But of course, who all know we do the recap show on Mondays, talking about the games. Of course, Auburn and Alabama and Georgia's going to be one of the main conversations. So definitely, if you want to join in on that conversation, full in depth. Hopefully, we get John. You gonna be on tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be on there.
Yeah, John gonna be on there. Coach Sean, maybe Coach Al, but you get full in depth type coverage on the show, man. And I'm glad that a lot of people are really giving great feedback from what we put out there, especially like, man, you guys are maybe have Jason on there, but give us great feedback from everything that we said, and it turned out what happens on the game, especially in this Auburn and why I keep saying Auburn, Alabama and Georgia game. We got a lot of great feedback from everything. Shout out to KJ in the chat giving us that love. But like I said, just 9 subscribers away. Hopefully we can make it over there tonight. Just did it. And if you're an Alabama fan, made a video last night, posted it today. Y'all go check that out. Hit that like button on it. Check it out. And we'll catch you tomorrow. Roll damn tide and F them trees forever and a day.
What's going on here?
You all right?
Okay, that's okay. We back, I guess. But finish up, B Sharp. Go ahead and finish.
Oh, I was done. I said everything. You just hop back in at the end.
Okay, all right. Now I'm gonna say Jonathan. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so you can find me over at the Bama Standard Network. Tuesday night's the premiere show. Usually I'm in the background doing that one, but putting out videos, recruiting info, and stuff like that, always awesome. But I appreciate, obviously, the invite from Piano Man. Brinsky, is good to see you. Bishop, same thing. Great to see you, man. I love talking football. Guys, everything we talk about, well, I'll speak for me, is very subjective. It's not personal. It's just an opinion. Right. We all need to keep things in perspective, because at the end of the day, in that comment section, the audience watching, we wouldn't be doing this without you guys at the end of the day, right? So Dwight, KJ, Kimberly, everybody, Jeff, all the Georgia fans, whoever else. The only fans I won't say that to are Auburn and LSU. They're in my hot box. So those are the two I just don't deal with, except Tez. Tez is the only dude I'll make the exception for. But no, other than that, it was a great time. And yeah, look, this is why I love college football. This is why I love getting on here and talking this stuff at the end of the day, because you meet great people. You meet great people in the comment section, all that good stuff. So other than that, as always, from me,
roll down tide.
That's it. As always. Now, I want to say this, and B Sharp did not ask me to do this, but I'm going to do this. I need 9 people who have not, and I mean have not. I did this for him earlier when we were trying to get him to the 1K, and I'm going to do this trying to get him to the next level. I need 9 people who have not subscribe to Sharpshooters Sports Talk. I need 9 people to go right now and subscribe before the night is over. I need that number up to where he's supposed to be. That's what I need. And then for me, I need 18 people to subscribe. If you wait a minute, let me do it like I normally do it. If you listening, looking, and lurking, quit listening, looking, and lurking, and subscribe and everything. And not only just subscribe to me, subscribe to Jonathan B. Sharp and Bishop and them over there with Hall of Fame Jason. And let's make this thing work, because trust me, if the shoe were on the other foot, you will want our support. Right? Right. I know I'm right. So you do what's right. Do what's helpful. Help us out.
I put it in the back chat.
The private chat.
Yeah, you can just post it in the comment section and make it easy on them to find.
And I do want to give a shout out real quick, if you don't mind, Piano Man, to Marvin and Justin. The Bama Standard broke 15,000 subscribers today. Those guys are working really hard to get it.
Congrats.
So.
Now they can put cheese on their waffle.
There we go. Now that's what I'm talking about. See, and there it is for B Sharp right there. I need 9 people. Matter of fact, I need 10 people to make it even. I don't like them odd numbers. I need 10 people to let's do this thing, okay? I need 10 people to put B Sharp over the top. Congratulations to Marvin Constant and all them at Bama Standard. And as always, I got to always give a shout out to my boy KB, Kangaroo Black. Can't leave out the legend. And Coach Sean and all of them, everybody support, okay? But I just need 18 people just to put me at 400. I'll be satisfied.
Let's get it done. That's done. That's done.
Put me at 18. 18 people, put me at 400, and then we'll work on the other stuff. But tonight, I need 9 folks who's just listening, looking, and lurking. You ain't subscribed to B Sharp's channel. Quit cheating and get over there before I call you out and call the police on you, and you're going to get arrested before the night over. Trust me, I know what I'm doing, and I'll find you. I'll find you. I'm a criminal justice major. I will find you. If you listening, looking, and lurking, I'm going to find you. You're going to jail, and don't ask me to come bail you out, because I'm not going to do it. And even after you subscribe to B Sharp, I'm still going to let you sit in jail, because I had to beg you to get there. And that's all Piano Man got to say. So anyway, let's subscribe. Thank y'all for coming. Bishop, B Sharp, Jonathan, thank y'all. All y'all in the chat. Now, like I said, I'm no expert, but I know what I'm talking about. And just remember this. Stay focused, drive, and go forward in the name of the Lord Jesus Christ. And remember this. You can do all things through Christ to give you strength. I promise you can. You can do it. If you put him first, you can accomplish anything that you want to accomplish. And then the next thing, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding. And all your ways acknowledging, he'll direct your path, and your path will be one of success. Take it from Piano Man. Now, I don't get it right all the time. I just get it right most of the time, okay? But those times I don't get it right, he forgives me. Hey, and I'm back in there because he loves us just that much. So with that being said, one last time, forget them hedges. Forget them hedges. Forget them hedges. Auburn, we'll worry about you later. But for now, forget them hedges and forget everything that got everybody to do, about with Alabama. We beat you, Georgia. We salute you, but we beat you again. And there's more of that where that came from, all right? So anyway, Buster, 3-Stroke Charlie, and Billy, 4-Stroke Fred, y'all, the doctor will see y'all tomorrow, okay? They'll see you tomorrow, all right? And y'all have a great night. Again, thankful to Bishop, B Sharp, Jonathan, thank y'all as always. And to the rest of the crew, Piano Man is out. I'm going to get something to eat. There's some chicken calling my name, and I'm going to answer the bell. So thank y'all for coming. And as always, roll tide. God bless. Y'all have a great night, and I'll see y'all in the morning on the long run.
Blessings.
I'm out.